The Wild Wild West.
Sorry about that, Sean. Our producer's a punk.
Yeah, he's a young punk, man.
He's a young superstar. He thinks he's a hotshot. He got intoxicated and went on Instagram Live this week.
Really?
Yeah, he made a fool of himself.
An absolute fool of himself. He tried to delete it, and I shared it just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I regret it very much.
What did you do exactly?
I just
Not exactly. Don't say exactly what you did.
I got really drunk and opened up Instagram Live and played Lakeshore Drive. Do you know that song, Lakeshore Drive?
Yeah.
It's very good. And I listened to that, and I just wanted to share a moment with everybody, and I regret it very much.
You should.
Well, you learned. And
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks, guys.
We try to.
It'll go away. It'll never.
Yeah, it's not forever, so that's good.
Well, thanks for coming here and doing this. I'm
honored to be here.
pleased. We're honored. For real. I've been really happy about this. So it's just pumping me up. And apparently, so you are, because they've been trying to say you're totally out of it, but now you guys have had you guys are on all the ballots now in all 52 states.
No, we're on the ballots in 14 states. We got on Texas today. We needed Texas, the hardest one, because you have 45 days to get 100,000 signatures. But we found here what we're finding elsewhere, it's incredibly easy for us to get signatures. So we got 250,000 signatures, which we try to get at least double what we need because the DNC and the RNC are going to come in and try to go through every signature and try to, exclude them.
Really? So they take that very seriously.
Yeah, they're going to
not,
try. Their strategy is to keep us off the ballot.
Yeah.
They're trying to save democracy by destroying it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that
my
makes
fault.
sense.
I totally, for some reason, I must have got misinfoed. I thought it was
No,
a
but
200.
we've done the hard states. We're going to get on the ballot, and I think they're beginning to realize that now. We've done really effectively all the hard states. We're not on the other really hard state is New York, where you need 45. You have 45 days to get 45,000, but there's these other provisos that you have to get them from certain counties and certain congressional districts, a certain amount. And we had a firm come in that we hired to do our, ballot signatures. So we had 100,000 volunteers in the state. And then we had a firm come in that was charging us, but we suspect that the firm was actually secretly working for the DNC. And they did things to invalidate almost all the ballots they collected, that if we had not discovered it early, it would have sunk us.
Whoa.
So we're about to file litigation against them.
If only it was a mail-in vote, I think they would take it less seriously.
So you have to get per state. You have to get a certain amount of signatures to be on the ballot. Is that how it works?
Every state.
Jeez. Okay.
This is what I always thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, I always thought it was a bad move by the DNC to try to get you off the ballot because I thought you might take more votes away from what otherwise would be a Trump voter. What do you think of that?
I take more votes away from Trump than I do from Biden at this point. So we've polled our own people, and we take about 57% of the people who are our supporters who we poll say that if I drop out of the race, they'll vote for President Trump, which is why President Trump now has opened up all the firepower against me. But we also did a poll. We did the biggest poll ever done, at least in this presidential race. A typical poll like the Quinnipiac poll, or the Harvard-Harris poll, the Siena poll, the Gallup poll has from 1,200 to usually 2,200 people that they interview. We surveyed 26,000 people. The poll has a margin of error of virtually zero. So anybody who does that poll would end up with the same results. And it was very interesting because what it shows is that if I stay in the race, Biden loses. If I get out of the race, Biden loses even worse. He loses 2 extra states, Maine and Virginia. We did every state. And if Biden dropped out of the race, I would beat Trump. So Biden cannot beat Trump, but I will beat Trump. I don't beat him by much. I beat him by 3 electoral votes, but Biden loses catastrophically to him. And then if Trump dropped out, which of course will never happen, but then I beat Biden in a landslide. So I beat President Biden. I take 39 states and he only gets 11. So I'm actually in a different position nobody's ever been in history, which is a third-party candidate who in a head-to-head race will beat either of the candidates from the major parties.
Damn, and they won't debate you at this point? Neither of them will?
Well, the debates are scheduled after the conventions. So there's a presidential debate commission, and it has scheduled 3 debates. The first one is in September 18th. And if I meet certain metrics, which the big metric is 15% in recent polling, then I will be on the debate stage, and I should meet that metric. So they should have to debate me. I mean, they should debate me anyway because of because my favorability ratings are better in every poll. My favorability ratings are better than either President Biden or President Trump. So if they want to do the right thing, they would debate me. So but I don't think they. I don't. Do you think President Biden is going to debate?
I don't think he'll debate.
I don't think he can.
I think they'll say that if they debate Trump, that's a threat to democracy, and they won't dignify Trump with a debate.
Yeah, they'll say that they're legitimizing him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird since he's already been president.
He's a criminal though. Yeah, he's going to jail. But so how do you deal with because you get crushed all the time in the media for just I followed it from a long time for they were saying you communicate with your dead ancestors, which every different thing I've seen, if you read it for 2 seconds, it's oh, you're talking about a meditative exercise. That if anyone else said it, it'd be oh, that's actually really nice. So how do you, what are some of the weirdest characterizations or whatever you've had? And how do you deal with that?
Well, they've applied everything to me. I mean, anti-Semitic, racist, talks of my dead ancestors, anti-vax, anti-science. I mean, we should make a list of them. This week it's that I have a brain worm, which was actually true.
Damn. Got you.
That is a tough one.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Brainworms, tough.
Yeah, that was I think 13 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was in a deposition for my divorce. And I think it was 12 or 13 years ago. And the New York Times went it back and dug up that deposition.
Wait, she brought it up in the divorce hearings?
I don't know. It was in a deposition.
So it's a good move by her.
For sure.
Yeah, this guy's crazy. He's got fucking brain.
Yeah. But I forget the context in which it was brought up. But at that time, I was having a lot of brain fog, and I was having trouble with word retrieval. And so a guy who was a buddy of mine, he was actually a guy I was in prison with for the summer of 2001. I was in maximum security prison, and he was my cellmate. He's the head of the biggest labor union in the country, Dennis Rivera. This was when we were put in jail for protesting Vieques, the bombing of Vieques, and I had won. I had been the attorney for the people of Vieques at that time, and we were good friends. And because he was the head of the hospital's union, he had a lot of contacts in the hospital. And I told him that I was having this trouble, and he said, "I'm going to get you in for a CAT scan." He got me in for a CAT scan. The CAT scan showed a black dot in my brain, and they said it was a tumor. They said it's got to be a tumor. My uncle had died only a couple of months before from glioblastoma, which is a brain tumor. And my Uncle Teddy, had been on the chairman of the health committee in the United States Senate for 50 years. So we had really good contacts in the medical community. And we, at that point, because they had all been involved, the best oncologists and neurologists in the country had been involved in treating him. So they were all on the speed dial and, family phones. So I was able to take these films and send them around to the best doctors in the world. And they all said, yeah, it's a brain tumor. And then I had to get surgery, and I was going to use the same surgeon that Teddy did, which is this guy in North Carolina at Duke. And I was going in to pick up my films on the Monday, and I was scheduled for surgery on the Tuesday, which I was not looking forward to. And there was a young doctor, an Irish doctor, who was sitting in the office where my films were at Columbia Presbyterian. And we struck up a conversation. It was about Ireland and stuff. And he said to me, "What are you here for?" And I said, "I got a brain tumor." And he said, "Can I look at your films?" And I said, "Yeah." So he put them up on the light board. And he stared at him for a long time. And meanwhile, we'd had literally the best surgeons in the world looking at these. And this is this young kid, and he looks at it and looks at it, and he said, and then he turns to me and he said, "I don't think you've earned surgery." And I was like, "Tell me more." And he said, "There's something about this. I don't think it's a tumor." He said, "What you should do is measure it really precisely, and then 6 weeks later, measure it again. If it's a tumor, it'll grow. If it's not a tumor, it's something else." So I went back every 6 weeks for the next 6 months, and it never grew. And then at the end, he said, "It's probably this thing called neurocystic sarcosis, which is like a form of a tapeworm that gets in your brain." He said, "It's dead. It's not in there, or you'd see it." But apparently it's very common in India, and I had traveled a lot in India, because of my work. It's also common in the hog industry, and I had been suing the hog farms for 10 years.
Pig suing.
So I don't know exactly where I got it, but anyway,
What
it's dead.
what part of your brain was it in?
It was on my left side in the front.
Okay, so I think
Well,
that
I don't
part
know.
it's not super important for what I know about brains. Front is important, and like the bottom, pretty important. Sides are just like memory and
the
balance.
worm-
You don't need that. You don't need that.
The worm was, you couldn't remember words. It was eating the words. What was this, a bookworm?
No. I don't actually think the worm was causing me
I
any
sat on
problem.
that for 5 minutes. Pause.
So that was the theory, though.
I don't think it was. Because at the same time, I found out that I had huge mercury levels. So I had 10 times the amount of mercury that EPA considers safe. When I chelated out the mercury, all my cognitive issues were resolved. And so I don't even think that the brainworm, I don't know what the brainworm did. A doctor told me at one point, he said, you could lose 10 IQ points and you'll never know it.
True.
He said, even people around you won't really notice it. So I don't know, do you think you're as smart today as you were when you were a kid?
I don't know. I can't tell. I think I'm smarter, but I might.
You've gotten smarter.
I got Audible. Audible helped me a lot. I was pretty dumb. Now
I've gotten significantly
Yeah,
dumber.
Audible is good.
Audible is good.
You think you've gotten smarter?
No, I've gotten dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that from the drinking? And
Yeah, probably alcohol, lack of sleep for a long time. That'll do it. Stress. It's incredible.
Well, I know this, that my kids seem a lot smarter than I was, and they
Yeah.
think they're smarter than I was. So
Yeah, they have the leg up though. They they have the benefit of how smart you are. Then you raise them with your level of smartness, so they get more smartness. I went to school for psychology for a year. Well, here's a question. This always kind of cracks me up, but because I'm been fascinated with how you're portrayed and all this stuff. And the thing that really kind of cracks me up is when people are like, "Oh, like you're coming on these positions, you're grifting, you're trying to get supporters." But then the things they're hitting you for are again, vaccines, wildlife preservation. It's like if you were truly grifting, I feel like you would just be like, "We got to fund Ukraine. We need more vaccines." Like you could rise to the top of the Democratic Party tomorrow, I guess, if you were like, "I love Ukraine. We got to fund the war. We got to do this. We got to do that." And then you get accused of
when I took
grifting
my
on
position
fringe
on
stuff.
when I took my position on Ukraine, which was the beginning of the campaign, it was 86% of Americans supported the war in Ukraine. So it was not like a proper position.
Yeah.
People recently started saying this about me because my official position changed on the abortion issue. And so they said, well, he flip-flopped on that. But, I don't think anybody really seriously accuse me of being a flip-flopper for the reason that you say, that I've taken very, very unpopular positions and stuck with them. And what I say is, there's no way that you can change my mind by calling me names or by criticizing me or by marginalizing or vilifying me. You can always change my mind with facts. If you tell me I'm wrong about it, show me that I'm wrong about something, about one of my presumptions, I'm going to change my mind. And that's what happened with the abortion thing. So, my position on abortion was that it should always be a woman's choice, right up to the very end. And my assumption was that any abortion that occurs during the, ninth month, in ninth month, you're basically killing a child, right? My presumption was that no woman's going to deliberately carry a child for 9 months and then 2 days before it's born abort it. Who would do that? So it could only be in instances where the mother's life was at stake, or there was some other, overwhelming medical issue involved, and that it shouldn't be up to a bureaucrat of the state to dictate the outcome of those kind of decisions. It should be up to the mother, her relationships with her family, her conversations with her pastor, with her doctors, etc. It's a very difficult decision. I don't want a bureaucrat making it. But then I learned I was wrong, that there are actually a huge amount, comparatively, of elective abortions at that time. And my belief is that, the state, at that time, you've got a wholly formed, viable child, that the state has some interest in protecting that baby. So as you guys know, you come from presumably Irish Catholic families.
Yeah. My
family is split about this. About right to life, right to choice. I've been a medical freedom advocate. I've been I've been the leading advocate in the country for medical autonomy, freedom of choice. So I think the woman should always choose, but in this case, if it's a fully formed baby, that the state does have some interest in protecting that life.
Yeah, but that's kind of, for me, that's kind of your charm, where you'll like wade into these very murky waters where most times it's just like a one word answer, like I'm for blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, you're like kind of actually going into it being like, well, I support medical autonomy. And they're like, what about a late term abortion? You're like, all right, you son of a bitch. Yeah, fine. And they're just like, you blah, blah. So then they just run the story as like, you love to kill babies. That's like kind of the angle they're going on it. And it's like, if you look at it for 5 seconds, you say like every abortion is a tragedy, but I still want every woman to make the decision, not a bureaucracy. And it's like, for me, it drives me nuts to watch that. It's like, damn, this is deciding the future and the policy. It's literally like, it's a form of lying to be like, this is what this guy thinks. And you watch it and you're like, if you watched it just 2 minutes before that, it's not that at all. But and then to say like, well, I saw it and it's like, fuck man, I was wrong. I don't like that. I don't think it's flip-flopping. It's just being like, let me have all the... It's almost an impossibility to expect one person to have the right answer on every major issue in the country. And that's what the president is expected to do.
Start to finish.
Some people just lie. So then the presidents just lie, or they just like research, get demographics, and they say, this is what I'm going to say. It's almost like if someone agrees with everything you think, they're probably just lying. So I do applaud your ability to like wade into those waters and be like, here's what I think. You get the data, you go, okay, yeah, shit, all right. I'll think about that, differently. So I don't think it's flip-flopping. It's like actually thinking issues through rather than having a team of people be like, say this about that, get the vote, and then, business as usual. So I just wanted to commend you. That's all. Give some positive vibes.
Oh, it's interesting living in that space where, where I'm getting incoming from both sides and just and tremendous anger and from people, and particularly from people that I, knew that I was allied with for many years, and then how to deal with, to internalize that, that kind of criticism. It's easy to deal with it from the outside because it's kind of formulaic about how do I counter this, but it's been interesting, and actually it's been an important experience for me to be in a world where I'm very isolated and where nobody believes you, and and to be able to find your own my own resources and say, it's not important what people think of me. It's not my business what other people think of me. My job is to do what I believe is right, and then leave the outcome in God's hands, and to try to be peaceful throughout that.
It's pretty difficult. So how do you do that?
I had an experience.
I could use that myself.
I had this experience
Yeah.
when I first got sober. I went to a rehab for a while, and my wife came to visit me on January 17th, which is my birthday. And after you get a visitor, they test your urine. And I got a urine test, and it came back positive for alcohol, and not just a little alcohol, but like me walking drunk,
Like Gardini Instagram Live.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened?
And then, so they shut down.
Good time, dude. Chill.
The golden
They
challenge.
shut down the unit. So nobody could go out. Nobody could have visitors. They couldn't go to the gym. And then they sit in a circle and try to get me to admit that I had drank, but I hadn't drank. So the next day, so they had just like a marathon meeting, and I just said I didn't do it. The next day, they tested me again. I came back positive again. So then they went in and they took away everybody's perfume and their hairspray and anything that might have alcohol. And they were trying to figure out where is he getting that alcohol. And that happened for 13 days in a row. And at one point, I said to them, put me on suicide watch, because there was a glass box, where they can put you and observe you 24 hours. I said, put me on that so everybody knows what I'm doing. And then test me. And they said, no.
You just got hammered.
So
they didn't put you
finally
in there.
they just said, we don't know how you're doing it. The doctor said to me, 5 years from now, you'll come back. If you're still alive, you'll come back and tell us how you did it. And they asked me to leave. And I called up my brother and I said to him, here's what's happening. And he said, you just need to come clean and tell the truth. And then I called up an uncle and he said the same thing.
Oh, no.
So I was like feeling, okay, there's nobody in the world who believes me right now, but I'm telling the truth. And I just started laughing, and I was talking to God, and I was saying, it's between you and me, and that's all that matters. The only thing that matters is my integrity, and I have to be happy with that. And that incident just taught me a lesson that, what other people think of me is not my business. It's not my concern. What my concern with is if I have personal integrity, if I'm living a life of integrity, of character, and then we're all in the middle of a dream. We're all in the middle of an adventure. And ultimately, it's God's decision about how it turns out.
Nice. It's respectable. So how do you, okay, I have another question. So with all the, are you familiar with the deaths of despair and all the people who are just either killing themselves, overdosing, that whole phenomenon of the nihilism and how it's kind of spreading? So, and this is just from me watching you strike me as a president who also has a pretty directly spiritual view. It's not dogmatically religious from what I can tell. It's more so you seem to have a direct connection with a higher power from, I guess, recovery and all that stuff. As for being the president, or as president, what do you think, if you were to be elected, what would your role, or would you take it seriously trying to kind of combat the pervasive nihilism and how that kind of relates to the deaths of despair and all the overdoses and stuff? You think that's an important role, and is that possible to even speak to? It's not a policy thing.
I think it's absolutely critical. And we have particularly this younger generation of kids, Generation X and millennials, who feel completely disconnected. They're disconnected from any kind of hope for their own lives because they're not going to live the way that our generation lived. They know that. They can't afford a house. The central fulcrum of the American dream for my generation was that if you worked hard, if you played by the rules, you're going to be able to finance a home. You're going to be able to raise a family. You're going to take a summer vacation, and you're going to put something aside for your retirement, all with one job. There is nobody in my kids' generation. I have 7 kids. One of them is in a house. The 6 younger ones, who all have good jobs, all went to great schools, none of them have a hope for getting in a home. So part of it is, and there's this poll that was taken in 2013 where Americans under 18 to 35 were asked, are you proud of the United States of America? 85% said yes. The same poll taken 4 months ago, 18% said yes. So somehow that entire generation in the last 2 presidencies has completely lost faith for their future. And I think that's part of the problem, this detachment. But also, there is the shattering of community bonds that's occurred, where people are being fragmented, they're being alienated, atomized, and a lot of it has to do with social media and the kind of decline of communication, the decline of social relationships, the destruction of Main Street, with the local, all of these little things that bound us to community, nature, the local store, the hardware store, the bookstore, the relationship, the Boy Scouts, all of the relationships that we had are now that held our country together and that built this idea of community are now being eroded, and we need to build those back. And we build those back by rebuilding our industrial base, by getting people into homes. Because if you're in a home, then you care about your community. You go to the PTA meetings. You go to you care about your police, your fire protection. You're part of a community. You're part of something bigger than yourself. But also you have equity so you can borrow money. And if you have an entrepreneurial impulse, you can pursue it. And this generation, part of going from a nation of owners, from an ownership society to a nation of renters, we go from being citizens to being subjects, and they see that happening to themselves. And, all of this alienation and dispossession that you see in that generation is this confluence of economic factors and the social media that are just driving people apart, and all the bonds that once held together are gone. One of the things I'm going to do is start these wellness farms, and that's going to be my big Peace Corps program. Right now, the biggest industry in rural areas is prisons. And I'm going to start building these wellness farms where kids can go and reconnect with the communities, where there's no cell phones, there's no screens, people raise organic food. They can attend if they want 12-step meetings, but it's their recovery areas. People can get off of SSRIs, they can get off of benzos, they can get off of illegal drugs. Go there for as long as they need to go and recover. I went to the model for this place in Italy called San Padrignano's, where they have 2,000 kids, and it's about several thousand acres. They have a vineyard, they have kennels where people learn how to take care of animals for, as part of an employment. They have a bakery that's a prize-winning bakery. They have a winemaking facility that's, produces some of the best wines in Europe. They have a furniture factory. They have an apparel factory. They have wallpaper painting, and they have traditional artisans who are teaching these kids a trade. And when they leave, they have something. They're placed in a job when they leave. There's a place in Salt Lake called The Other Side, which is based upon that model, and they're doing the exact thing in downtown Salt Lake. And they have 300 ex-cons there, a lot of them drug addicts. And they run one of the biggest storage companies in Utah. They own a moving company. They own a lot of little companies, and they teach these people how to be reliable, how to show up on time, how to talk to other human beings, how to keep a bank account, all of the kind of the skills that you need to be part of a community and part of society. And we need to reparent this generation of kids and restore them. We're spending, right now over $100 billion on Ukraine. And we have a crisis in this country that is, that we're ignoring. And we're losing this generation of kids. And, I'm going to put an end to that.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's something I always worry about too. It doesn't seem like it's going very well for a lot of people.
Yeah, but
It's
you
like,
love the Donbass region.
the what?
The Donbass region.
What's
Matt's
Donbass?
obsessed with it. That's why he keeps giving all that money to Ukraine. The last thing we
True.
want is Russia to get the Donbass region.
I am on a hamster wheel. That's all I podcast for is to send more money to the Donbass.
My son went over there.
Yeah, I knew that.
Connor.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's good. He's practicing law now in New York. I mean, in LA, he's living with me, which is great. He's got a very, very beautiful Brazilian girlfriend who's a pop singer.
Awesome.
I think they may be getting married.
Hell
This
yeah.
is all private conversation, right?
So why can't we be friends with Russia?
With Russia.
yeah.
I don't understand why we can't just be
I think
friends.
we should. I think we can be. I think we.
it's important.
What?
I think it's very important.
Yeah, I think it's really important too. And that's they lost the Cold War,
Yeah.
and the most important diplomat in modern American history is a guy called George Kennan, and he's the architect of the containment policy after World War II. And he said, in 1996, 1997. When the Clinton administration began extending NATO to the east, to putting it in all these former Soviet bloc countries, he said, you can't do that. You're treating Russia like the enemy, and it is going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to turn them into the enemy, because if you treat them that way, they're going to have to arm and they're going to have to defend themselves. We should be inviting them into the market. We should be inviting them into, Western life. And I think we lost a big opportunity there. And I'm not saying Putin is a good guy, because he isn't, but the Russian people like us, and
Yeah, they love our culture.
yeah,
I truly don't understand it.
the same is true of Iran, by the way. I mean, Iranians love the United States. I read this poll recently that the favorite television show for Iranian teenagers was Oprah.
Nice. That's awesome.
They're not exactly like American teenagers, but they have
That's really funny.
There's like 40-year-old women.
Oh, they're like,
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, it's like just open up trade and just be cool. I don't know. Russia for real is like
Russia scares me. I've told you every night I've been listening to this book. It's called A Nuclear War a Scenario.
yeah.
It's terrifying. It's the scariest book I've ever read, and it's like
Yeah,
why are we
messing around?
why are we even coming close to the idea
Yeah.
of this? It's the end of the world.
And people assume that we've got the best nuclear arsenal in the world, and the Russians
do.
Yeah, I think they've got 2,500 more weapons than we do. But they have much better weapons. They have better defensive
The
weapons.
thing that's really scary about the book is it talks about Russia's like Tundra, their early weapons, what's that, like early detection technology is like kind of subpar. So if we just launch any missiles, they have no idea. And they're like, that could be 100 missiles. It could be at Russia. We have to preemptively strike.
oh no.
It's a nightmare. And I don't know.
But they
That's
got
a
the best
nightmare. And
nukes.
we
They have
have,
the most, yeah.
if they do launch, or if there is a mistaken launch.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
This one, Amaryllis, who's my daughter-in-law who runs my campaign, she was a CIA agent for many years. But she says, if that's at 3:00 in the morning and President Biden, they wake him up and he has 7 minutes to make the call. And he's got
That's all I've been thinking about the whole book. For real.
he's got 6 guys pushing him through a tunnel at full speed.
And he has to make, he's
And
the one.
during that period, while he's still running through the tunnel, he has to make the call: do you fire back or
Do
not?
you end the entire world or not?
Yeah.
It's
terrible.
It's so scary, dude. The book's so scary.
I didn't even think about accidents.
Yeah, I mean, that happened once. It happened in the Soviet Union. I think it's like in the 80s. This Russian guy, the Soviet guy, saw it was a radar malfunction, and he was like, America launched. And I guess that it was only 10 missiles. And he was like, it would be more than that if they really wanted to do it. I'm not going to tell anyone. And he was right. There was no actual
Did he
launch.
get court-martialed or something?
I'm not sure. I think he eventually
One of
got...
those guys got court-martialed.
He got considered, yeah, his nickname's like the guy who saved the planet. Because he did. Because
by
his
being like,
real
"Nah."
job was to say, yes, they launched. And he was like,
I don't know.
this is like a big responsibility to end the world right now or not.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's very scary.
Yeah, that's
And
terrifying.
I never thought that. It reminds me of that Trump speech. He was like, "It's the N-word." You ever see that?
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest speeches.
What is it?
He's doing a rally and he's like, I guess Trump he came to the conclusion that it's very serious to even discuss nuclear weapons. And he's giving a rally and he's like, there's a new N-word. And everyone's like, Jesus Christ, dude. And he's like, no, not the other ones. It's like, God damn it, dude.
You know, I don't know. It was I think it was 2 years ago. Your producer would probably be on top of this.
He's looking at girls on
was-
Instagram.
Where Hawaii
Yeah.
got
I
that
remember
notice.
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that there had been a launch that there was incoming and everybody should run into their bomb shelters,
Yeah.
which
Which will do nothing. Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. But now, too, if we're friends with Russia, they might be like, you just like me because of my nukes.
True.
You know?
is what
They might just be like, you just like me because of my nukes. Russia might just be kind of
It
like,
is true, though.
You don't even
we
really
have to
like
like
me.
them. If they didn't have nukes, we wouldn't have to like them. But it's important we like them.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. I worry about the organization of the world at like the
That's-
highest of levels. It seems kind of terrifying.
That's what I hated about like when Trump went to North Korea and was becoming close with Putin and all that. It's like don't try to divide. Like that's good.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's good. That's better
Yeah.
than them having animosity towards
He should
us.
be a permanent diplomat to like
Apparently
totalitarian.
people like him.
Yeah, he's great at it.
If elected, will you send him to North Korea?
yeah.
Yeah. He needs
Good
to be.
idea.
Yeah. He needs to be friends over there. Send him and Rodman.
True.
Ever experienced the agony of harsh smoke, throat burning, or coughing attacks when smoking cannabis? The struggle is real, but the solution is chili. That's right. I'm talking about the smoothest way to light up, and that's with Freeze Pipe. Freeze Pipe makes a unique line of freezable pipes, bubblers, and bongs that are 80% colder than using ice cubes to chill smoke. The magic is in freezable glycerin chambers that come on every piece. Simply pop the chamber in the freezer.
What?
I read it every week.
Don't laugh.
I'm sorry.
We're in the middle of a presidential
Simply
interview.
pop the chamber in the freezer for 1 hour, and as smoke passes through, it's instantly chilled by over 300 degrees. So every puff arrives ice cold and cough free.
That's nice.
It does, dude. They work. That's all I can say. I've done it. They're fantastic. American owned and with over 100,000 happy customers, Freeze Pipe uses the thickest glass and market leading glycerin chambers for a smoother experience you have to feel to believe. Ditch harsh smoke forever by visiting thefreezepipe.com. Use code DRENCHED for 10% off your order. That's thefreezepipe.com and code DRENCHED for 10% off. Shop today for free shipping and smoke like royalty without paying a king's ransom.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's important.
It's also funny. This is in the middle of an RFK interview.
I know. I was thinking that.
Let's take a break from talking to a presidential candidate and let's talk about Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action. Oh, I thought you were laughing about something.
No.
While you watch your favorite sports and players, you just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Testing my skills on Prize Picks this playoff basketball season is the most simple way to get in on the action. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and submit your lineup. Prize Picks offers injury insurance so that your lineups they stay in play even if one of your players gets injured this basketball season. That's nice.
Yeah, that is.
If you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, Prize Picks will have your back and not count that as a loss.
Hell yeah.
Personal endorsement. I love it.
You got any more picks? You nailed it.
I mean,
dude.
I nailed it last week with DiVincenzo, but Kyrie's at 22.5. Luka's at 28.
I go Kyrie.
No, you mean
Above,
more.
more. My bad. Can't say that.
More.
I go more.
You're going more on Kyrie?
Yeah.
They're
Go
playing,
more.
who are they playing? OKC, that's right. What's Gillis Alexander at? Is he on there? Don't be sorry, Sean.
Yeah, check it out, man.
Jesus Christ.
They do points, rebounds, and assists, and it's 44.5. That's pretty good.
Can I take the line?
combined.
Can I go
I'm
some
going to
more
go
or less?
Gilgis. I'm going Gilgis.
Gilders.
More.
More.
Nice. What
All
about
right.
rebounds? Can I do something else on rebounds?
Yeah, you totally.
It combines them. So you're taking Kyrie. Oh, wait. So Kyrie's 22 all combined?
No, they do just points as well.
Oh, okay.
That's the only option.
Betting
they
on
have
some,
for
or
Gil
doing
just
a
is
more or
combined.
less on some bounds would be nice.
You can more or less bounce.
I want more or less on some bounds.
Who you more or less on bounce?
Sean Bradley.
All right.
Kyrie for sure.
Download the app today and use code DRENCHED for a first deposit match up to $100. Again, download the Prize Picks app and use code DRENCHED for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Fantastic. Here we go. Oh, yes. Shout out to our favorite sponsor, True Classic, for making us fellas look and feel good no matter how we move. Elevate your style this summer with True Classic, where timeless pieces meet modern comfort. Our favorite sponsor, True Classic, is here to help. Is here to help you make it a summer to remember in clothes that you will never forget. Say goodbye to old, worn-out tees and hello to True Classic's ultra-comfortable essentials range. From fitted t-shirts, athleisure, jeans, sweaters, outerwear, and more. Make it a True Classic. Whether you're hitting the gym, relaxing at home, or exploring the globe, True Classic has you covered. They've already helped over 2 million men look great in their apparel, and now you can save big while you do so. Dude, honestly, True Classic has been storming my closet, and they might be my favorite tees out of all the tees.
True.
Hand on the Bible.
True.
When I put them on, if I closed my eyes and did just like a field test, I've been loving True Classics.
Classic.
I've been looking for the most comfortable tee, I should say. I almost said most expensive. I'm looking for the most comfortable. And
It's going to be important to find a nice and comfortable tee, especially down here in the Texas sun.
I've been trying different tees, and they're actually very, very comfortable. For a limited time only, get 25% off when you shop now with my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/drenched. Designed to accentuate your best features, True Classic shirts are tailored for a perfect fit, snug in the arms and chest, with just the right amount of room in the midsection. The best part is that True Classic sells premium products at an affordable price. You can get their best-selling t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, and more in 3, 6, and 9 packs. Looking to dress up? Explore the short-sleeve button-ups for a relaxed yet polished summer look. Pair them with True Classic's authentic jeans for a laid-back vibe that never goes out of style. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet, shop now with my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/MSSP and save up to 25% off your first order. Discover the perfect blend of summer vibes and timeless elegance with True Classic. Shop now and elevate your summer wardrobe with ease.
Please elevate your summer wardrobe.
Also, I'll be in Indianapolis this weekend. Please come to Indianapolis. And then the Comedy Works, Denver. I'll be in Denver as well. Come to Denver and then go to mattmccusker.com for other places I'll be at doing stand-up. Please.
Yeah, ShaneMGillis.com for shows. And also May 23rd, tires.
You.
Thank you.
That's got to be crazy too, because you don't really have like a broadcast home where like Trump was getting kind of defended by Fox for a while, then like MSNBC would slam him, and Biden, they would, MSNBC would defend Biden. You get attacked from pretty much every major news organization, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of these new networks like News Nation that give me a platform.
The Hill, I realize.
The Hill, they like me, but then they turned on me on Gaza.
Oh yeah.
But I like watching them. I think that they're trying to play it straight. That they don't have an ideology really. But
Can I ask, what was it that they turned on you for Gaza?
well, they the woman who's on that show, Brianna, who was I think she was Bernie's press secretary, and she feels like she accepts the narrative that Israel. My understanding is that Israel has no legitimacy in the region, and that it doesn't have a right to defend itself, and that the war is in Gaza is sort of a war of aggression by Israel, and that they should be out.
Right. Yeah, you caught a lot of heat about the Israel stuff. Again,
Yeah.
which goes to the, if you wanted to just read the room and just do the talking points, you could just be like, bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
and get out and be the man.
That's a tough one. There's no real talking points on Israel.
Yeah. But if you were younger
It's
voters,
two clashing narratives, but
Yeah.
the younger voters, the people, the anti-war movement, the left wing of the Democratic Party that was kind of starting to lean toward me, a lot of those people are believe that they're helping Palestine by supporting Hamas, which I don't think is a good way to look at it. I think you have to separate Hamas from Palestinians. I consider myself extremely pro-Palestinian, and I think leaving Gaza in the hands of Hamas is a non-starter. It means that nobody can really rebuild Gaza. It means that Hamas continues operating their kleptocracy there, and training the kids to hate, to kill, to invade Israel. I don't see that it's there's been 5 ceasefires, and every one of them Hamas has used to rearm, to regroup, to hoist the banner, and to attack again. And Hamas says that's what we're going to do. We're going to do October 7th, October 7th, October 7th until Israel's gone. Oh, they don't want any territorial concessions. There's nothing you can negotiate. In fact, in their charter, they have a number of provisions that say even negotiating with Israel is a violation of Islamic law. So I don't see how you sit down and how you just stop fighting if they've declared war. They've since 2006, they've shot an average of 2,000 missiles a year at Israel. This war has been going on for 21 years. It really started in 2001. And I don't see, that you just stop fighting. I don't understand it.
I heard a rumor that Netanyahu funded Hamas. You ever hear that rumor?
Israel did not create Hamas. Yeah. Hamas created itself, but Netanyahu has approved the funding of Hamas through Qatar, at least $1.5 billion and probably closer to $5 billion. And you don't have to speculate about his motives. Part of his motives was to keep peace. And this is what he'll say. We were buying them off to try to stop them from attacking us. But he also said very clearly at one point that it's better to support Hamas because as long as Hamas exists, they can't, the Gazan Palestinians won't make common cause with the West Bank, which is, because the Palestinian Authority, which runs the West Bank, is antagonistic to Hamas. And to keep them apart assures that there won't be a two-state solution. So I think Netanyahu was, part of his motive was to sabotage a two-state solution. And people say, okay, well, that was what he was doing, and therefore we should condemn all of Israel. But, he's one guy.
Yeah.
And, when George Bush and Dick Cheney were running this country, they did some pretty sketchy stuff, including invade a country that did nothing to us.
Yeah.
And destroy it. And yet, we don't all hate America and say that we have no right to exist.
Fair point. That's a pretty fair point. Yeah, it's one of those things I always try to read about it, and no matter what I read, it's like swayed one way or the other deeply, and you're like, they get me all the time. But I know a lot of the independent younger YouTubers are pro-Palestine. But
the Dave Smith had a good one. Our friend Dave Smith, he's a libertarian Jewish man.
Oh, I know Dave
on
Smith.
show,
I debated him.
that's right.
I did our debate with him on Palestine.
He had a good tweet about it the other day about how the media now, like the media allowed, like the BLM, the protests that they got pretty wild. They were all supporting that, but the second college students almost entirely peacefully protesting Israel, they are condemning across the board almost. And he was like, the reason it's simple is because the BLM protests made Trump look bad. The Palestine-Israel conflict makes Biden look bad. And that's why the media is clearly, I don't know, I thought that was interesting. I don't think I have a question there, but.
No, it was a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I think.
Yeah, no, I read the same thing. I liked it too.
Yeah.
No, I liked it too. And it is true. It is kind of nuts.
What do you think of that?
I mean, I think people should be able to peacefully protest. And, that's part of the right of being an American. So, when, at some point, as though those protests become across the line, if you block students from going to class, if you block Jewish students from going to class, if you're occupying buildings, if you're trespassing, the university has a right to, to discipline you. The rights are very different if you're on a state school campus, because the state really should not be censoring anybody on the First Amendment. But if you're in a private school campus and you have community guidelines that protect, for example, non-white students, the same protection should be given to Jewish students.
Yeah, it sucks because the thing they do that I don't like with the Israel debates, if you're like, I don't like what Israel's doing in this case, or like you're anti-Semitic, you hate the Jews, and it's like, dude, I truly don't. But that's the one trap I think they fall into, where it's like, you must hate Jewish people, and it's like, no, dude, I just think that one particular instance is kind of bad. So
yeah, I feel like Israel is a democracy. It's the only democracy in the Mideast, and that part of the duty of living in a democracy is that you criticize your own government, and that we all have I don't know if an obligation, but we all have a right to criticize the government of Israel without being anti-Semitic. I think it turns into anti-Semitism when you're applying a double standard, when you're judging Israel by standards that you're not judging the neighboring countries or West Bank or Gaza. If you say, Israel is guilty of genocide, which clearly it is not. Israel, there were in 1948 when the Palestinians left Israel, 750,000 of them left. There's now 7.2 million. So it's the opposite of genocide. And if you look at the surrounding countries during that war, those countries expelled their Jewish populations. There's many of those countries, for example, Jordan, where there's not a single Jew. And the countries that still have, there's only, I think, 15,000 Jews remaining in all of those countries. And that is a genocide, and it's continuing. And those countries are also committing genocide, many of them against Christians, like real, organized, systematic, we're going to kill you if you don't leave. And that's not true in Israel. Israel, if you're a Palestinian in Israel, there's 1.8 million Palestinians who have Israeli citizenship, and they have all the rights of Jews. They vote in elections. They can run for the Knesset. There's 10 Arabs who are serving in the Knesset. They can run for prime minister. They serve on every level of the judiciary. In fact, 4 years ago, a district court judge who is Arab convicted an Israeli prime minister of corruption and put him in jail for 7 years. And that decision was upheld by an Arab judge on the Supreme Court. Nothing like that could happen in the West Bank. In fact, these protests, if you tried to do these kind of protests in the West Bank or Gaza, you would be killed. There's no free speech. There's no freedom of press. There's freedom. In fact, I think there's 27 states in the Mideast, and I think 26 of them have an official religion, and Israel is the only one that doesn't. Israel has freedom of religion. You can worship anybody you want in Israel without penalty. You can, people who are Arab or Druze or other nationalities and ethnicities, Shia or Sunni, have all the same rights as a Jew. So, saying that you're, saying that Israel commits genocide without talking about what's really happening around them is a double standard. And when there's no freedom of the press. There's no in West Bank or Gaza. If you even talk about these things, about opposing the leadership, your life is at risk. If you're gay, you get killed.
Heard that. Yeah.
If you're a woman, you have no rights. There's,
Yeah, I've heard they're pretty tough on that as well. What did Dave Smith say?
Tough on crime.
What did Dave Smith say?
What?
What did Dave Smith say to all that? What did he say? Nah.
Oh, well, we didn't, Dave is a very smart guy.
Yeah.
He's one, and that's why I wanted to talk to him about this. Because, I wanted to talk to them. I think he's probably the smartest guy out there on that, from that point of view. Oh, he avoided a lot of these. Our conversation avoided a lot of those issues. And I think it was much narrower conversation. I think.
Yeah, those debates spin off into like in 1942, the jurors, blah, 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 and they did this, and the battle of blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should really, put that into more of a ceasefire. But it is tough because,
it's hard to talk about the issue without talking about the history.
Yeah.
Because it goes, there's kind of an assumption that Israel is not a legitimate country somehow. And that all of those countries were created by the British and the French after World War I when they cut up the Ottoman Empire. And Woodrow Wilson had said to them, I will only participate in this war if the people who are living in those countries get to govern those countries. So Britain was given the leadership over the administration of the Palestinian Mandate, which was Palestine, which was one of the bigger chunks of the Ottoman Empire. And Britain made a decision. They actually went and interviewed people, and they interviewed the Jews and the Arab. There was a Jewish population and an Arab population, and the Jews are always been a second-class race. They were called dhimmis since Muhammad conquest. And the Muslim leader, whose name was Mufti al-Husani, said, if this is all our land, there's nothing here for the Jews, and we don't even want a state even a mile wide for Jews. And any Jew that stays here will have second-class citizenship. So the British said the Jews had helped the British in World War I and World War II, and the Arabs had been against them. Oh, the Jews had taken Israel's promise that we're going to give you your homeland here. They said they were going to give them all of Palestine. Instead, they gave 85% of Palestine to Arabs, and they gave them a little sliver, about 10 to 15%. And so Israel, but all of those nations were created out of whole cloth, and none of them made any sense. I mean, Syria had a Kurdish population in it that was never given a homeland. The Christians were given a homeland in Lebanon because there's a lot of Maronite Christians, so they were given their own homeland. The Jews were given up a small, tiny little homeland in Palestine, which is, where there had been a Jewish presence there for 2,700 years. The Arabs were given most of it. And but there's a feeling among the Arabs that Jews shouldn't have any of it, and that's really what this dispute is about.
How could we end it?
Nukes. No.
Listen,
They keep bringing that shit up.
I know.
The thing is that Israel is at peace with two of its neighbors. When I was growing up, it was inconceivable that Israel would ever have a peace agreement with Jordan or Egypt. And it has peace agreements. Now you have the Abraham Accords that are three more nations that want to make peace with Israel. And it appeared that Saudi Arabia also wants to join the Abraham Accords. And, Saudi Arabia did something really interesting, which is after 9/11, because Saudi Arabia had a very, very radicalized population. And those were the people, I think 26 of the hijackers on 9/11 were Saudis, because they had these Wahhabi, this strain of Wahhabism, which is a very radical form of Islam and jihadist form. And the Saudi Arabian government had encouraged it. But after 9/11, they were critiqued all over the world. And they made a decision, we're going to de-radicalize. And they put in place all of these programs to de-radicalize their population, and it worked. And so I think the ultimate solution is economic development. We need, Gaza should be one of the richest, most pleasant places to live in the world. It has miles of white sand beaches. It's the beautiful bluffs. It has the richest agricultural land. It has a foot of topsoil. It's an oasis, so it has abundant fresh water. It has a port that is at the confluence of the Mediterranean Sea and the Suez Canal and all the trade routes from Africa, Mideast, Asia, and Europe. It should be the Singapore of the West. And if you had people who are focused on economic development, this place would be thriving. But instead, all of the money that they get, they steal. The top guy at Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, has a net worth of $5 billion, which he's stolen every penny of it. His two lieutenants have a net worth collectively of $6 billion. And all the other money they get, they spend building an underground city, 300 miles of tunnel. Imagine the innovative and the entrepreneurial and the resourcefulness of these people to be able to make 300 miles of tunnels under their city. And all that's gone to war. What if you put that resourcefulness to work actually building a society that people could be proud of, which is what the Jews did. The Jews took a piece of Israel, of Palestine, a little tiny sliver 9 miles across, and it's now got one of the highest GDPs in the world. And it was barren wasteland for thousands of years. And, the people in Gaza have that capacity. And I think if the world comes together around them and says, we're not going to tolerate Hamas anymore, we're going to create a Marshall Plan so that, you and your children and generations of children can thrive. This is what we did after World War II. The Nazis ran Germany. We denazified them, and now they're the richest country in Europe. And nobody worries about them going to war because we got rid of that ideology. The same thing happened in Japan. It's the richest, Japan, I think, third richest country in the world. So, I think you can de-radicalize them with good leadership. The problem is that, there's some institutions there, including the United Nations, that have actually amplified the problem rather than trying to solve it.
That's a good answer.
The regime
So
changes.
far, is this your funniest interview that you've ever done?
This is good.
No, that's good.
But the regime changes in Germany and Japan, that was a pretty heavy cost.
I mean, we
It's gonna be harder to-
killed 2 million German civilians.
Yeah. It's going to be harder. It's difficult to do that.
Well, but it's a much smaller country, right?
Yeah.
So, it did come at a heavy cost, but I think to me, you have to get rid of step one is they have to get rid of Hamas, because let's say Israel left right now. Israel left Lebanon, and and Lebanon immediately Hezbollah became the hero and the kind of the world, became 10 times as powerful because it looked like they had defeated Israel militarily. So if Israel leaves right now, it makes Hamas 10 times as powerful, and then they leave an enemy at their border that they know is just rebuilding for the next attack, and that is not going to negotiate with them. It will not be satisfied with any outcome except the annihilation of Israel. So I think you have to get rid of that ideology. And at the end of World War II, Roosevelt and Churchill met at Casablanca to decide what was going to happen. This was after the Normandy invasion. They knew that they had the capacity then to destroy Germany. And Churchill said, we should not do an unconditional surrender, because if we do that, then every German is going to fight to the death. And Roosevelt said, if we don't do unconditional surrender and we don't denazify Germany, they're going to come back in 10 years and do it again. As soon as they get another generation, they're going to come back. You got to denazify them. Oh, I think the same argument applies to Hamas, is that you got to get rid of them in order to give the Palestinians a chance to really rebuild their country. And then the whole world has to come to their aid. and start, incentivizing economic development rather than, the devotion, the commitment to all of their human and financial resources to a war machine. After World War II, we had between 1944 and 1948, we did the Marshall Plan in Europe, and there were 17 countries in Europe. We rebuilt them all. And we rebuilt them. The amount of money that we gave for the Marshall Plan was $626 per capita, per person in all of those countries over a 4-year period. And in 2023 dollars. So it was $42 at that point. Today it's $626. We've given over the past 20 years $8,600 to every Palestinian. And yet they're worse off than when we found them. Why? Because all that money has been used, either stolen or used to build a war machine. And so, it's just throwing money down a rat hole instead of building a society that makes people proud, that, makes people hopeful about their future, that gives them power in the world and sovereignty over their own destinies. And that's what we need to do for the Palestinian people.
Yeah, it's just tough now. Like in World War II, you could people go to war and they'd be like, oh yeah, whatever. It just is what it is. Now with there's footage, there's babies dead. It's all of it can just be spun into just you don't know what's
you're
what.
seeing it on social media.
Yeah, and you're just
time.
this is terrible. So like you were saying, if you have to, take military intervention to remove Hamas, Shane's yeah, well, you have to kill hundreds of thousands of people. It's I feel like people they see the effects of war more acutely now. So it just seems
they do a good job of keeping the Ukrainian footage out.
Yeah,
you don't see that.
Yeah, I guess you really don't.
I think that's interesting.
I haven't seen. You don't see any of it at all.
Rarely, you see some drone operating footage, but there's really not that much online about what's going on in Ukraine.
That's weird.
Yeah,
compared to Israel Palestine.
There's videos. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't know.
You know what? I mean, there's much worse wars going on right now than Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's been 300,000 kids killed in Yemen.
Yeah.
And, we're supporting that war and nobody complains about it.
Yeah.
And, then there's in Syria, the same thing. What they did to the Kurdish population in Syria and Iraq, we killed 500,000 kids. With the sanctions and with the war, 500,000 children died.
Yeah.
To get rid of a guy who never did anything to us.
Oh, terrible.
So so we do have to ask ourselves, and there's conflicts all over the world right now that are worse than what's happening in Gaza. And why is nobody complaining? Why don't we have protests? Do we only protest when there's Jews involved, or do we care about all these other places where Muslims are being killed? The Uyghurs in China, all over there are slaughters taking place of Muslims and evictions taking place, and nobody's complaining about them. But it's just one place where they complain, and that's when it happens to be when the one Jewish nation in the world. And by the way, people say when they say Israel is an apartheid state. How can you say that when every nation in the region has actual apartheid rules and Israel is the only one that doesn't? The apartheid was in South Africa and there was 143 rules that were race-based and that punished minority races or give them, and Gaza has that. In the West Bank, it's the death penalty or selling property to a Jew. In Jordan, it's the death penalty for selling property to a Jew. Why aren't people complaining about the apartheid state in Jordan? Or,
they set the bar pretty low over in the Middle East. They set the bar pretty low in the Middle East.
And that's what
really
I mean by a double standard.
Yeah,
if you're,
it's bad.
There's a famous story about the guy who is the president of Harvard. I think his name Richard Lowell. In the 1920s, and he was trying to get, Harvard was the first Ivy League school that let Jews in. And he was trying to get rid of all the Jews at Harvard. So he made the applications by Jews much, much more rigorous than the application process for other people. And he was asked, why are you doing that? And he said, because Jews cheat. And people would say to him, well, other people cheat too. And he'd say, you're trying to change the subject. I'm talking about the Jews. So that is the kind of level of conversation that you have when you say, well, Jordan kills people executes people for selling land to Jews. Stop talking about Jordan. I want to talk about Israel.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Because there is everyone. It's taken for granted. Like, oh yeah, they throw people off roofs and stuff. Like we all know that. Obviously.
Also, thankfully, Harvard has since changed their racial acceptance policy.
Yeah, true. They use it against Chinese people.
A real quick one. What's going on in Haiti? Are we going to help Haiti ever figure out what's going on down there?
I mean, every time we've intervened in Haiti, it's made Haiti worse off. But, it's the poorest country in the hemisphere, and it's in total chaos right now. I'll tell you an interesting story about Haiti. And Haiti was it was the pearl of the Caribbean. It was the richest colony that France owned. And during the Revolutionary War, France came over, sent armies over, and helped us win the revolution. They had a couple of battalions that were all black from Haiti that came over here and fought. And those guys saw what was happening in America, and they said, we can do the same thing. So they went back to Haiti, and they started a revolution against the French. At that time, there were Americans who were coming down up the Ohio River into onto the Mississippi and invading New Orleans, which was a French possession. So there were Americans flooding into New Orleans, and the French were worried that the Americans were going to take New Orleans away. So it sent the biggest fleet in history over to New Orleans to get rid of all the Americans. And they said, on our way, we're going to stop in Haiti and suppress this rebellion. They stopped in Haiti, and the Haitians wiped them out. Along with yellow fever, they destroyed the French army, the French military, and the French had to go limp back to France without ever going to New Orleans. And when they got back to France, they had bankrupted the country. And so Napoleon had to sell New Orleans, the Louisiana Purchase, to America for, I think, $28 million. Damn. And it was Haiti that really created, in that way, that played such a key role in creating our country. And the Haitians expected support from us because they were the second place in the world that had a revolution against colonialism. They were trying to start a democracy. But the slave owners in the American South were very, very worried about the example. So the U.S. government therefore boycotted and starved Haiti, and that was the beginning of the destruction because it was the richest island in the Caribbean in the world. And because of that, because they were being starved to death, they had to cut down all the trees, and the soil eroded, and you had this cycle where the U.S. then goes in and invades periodically with the Marines, and every time just takes a little more out of Haiti. So it's a sad example of U.S. foreign policy.
That's pretty terrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Haiti's. There's a good podcast on it, Revolutions, about the Haitian Revolution. It's pretty awesome. I know you're running out of time. I understand.
Yeah, true.
I understand. But yeah, we should help them out, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
We gotta help our neighbors out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to do.
Work on those cartels a little. So let's figure it out.
I have one quick question left. So I don't think you've never voted before, have you?
No.
Neither of us have ever voted before. How do you do it? How do we vote? I know we got to fill out a form online to register. How do you actually vote?
I've never done it before.
How do you vote? Yeah. How old are you?
38.
And you never
I
voted?
told you my generation is dispossessed. You don't make fun of me.
I'll tell you what. You don't need an ID.
You don't need an ID.
You definitely don't need an ID. That would be racist.
True.
Wouldn't it be racist if you need an ID? Anyway, I'm gonna go.
No,
to
I'm just
the
kidding.
bar.
We go online.
Those racist bastards better not check my ID at the
True.
bar.
True.
You
I
know,
know how you do it. You go online, fill it out, and then go in there.
yeah, I mean, one of the things I'm going to do when I get into the White House is the first day I'm going to order the passport office or order the post office and the State Department to issue passport cards to every American who can't afford them. Because right now there's a lot of Americans who don't have ID. They don't have a government issued photo ID. Mainly they're people, they're elderly. They're all Democratic constituency. They're elderly people whose licenses have expired. They're young college students who can't get a license. I mean, who haven't gotten a license yet. Because that whole generation. I mean, the day I was 16th birthday, I had my driver's license.
Yeah.
And
I currently have an expired license, and it's hard to
You
get.
do?
It's hard to get an ID in Texas.
yeah,
You have to sign up like 3 months in advance.
yeah, and
then
it's a nightmare to go
forget
into
to go.
DMV.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that. And then there are minorities in cities who don't have driver's licenses because they don't have a car. So that's why the Democratic Party does not want voter ID at the voting booth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, and nobody wants to go to DMV, but there's 30,000 post offices, and anybody who is a U.S. citizen ought to be able to go there and get a government-issued photo ID. Al Sharpton and Andrew Young have said, if I do that, they will waive any objection to requiring a ID at the voting booth. So that will diffuse this huge tension between Republicans and Democrats about, you don't want ID at the voting booth. We do. Obviously, we should have ID. And I understand why the Democrats don't like it because it disenfranchises millions of their voters. We could solve that problem that way. The other thing is, if you don't have a driver's license or a government-issued photo ID, you're a second-class citizen. You can't open a bank account. You can't go to get on an airplane. You can't stay in a hotel. You can't see your kid at school. So it will solve problems for a lot of other people. And then right now it's illegal to employ an illegal alien, an undocumented alien. But people do it anyway because all you have to do is check out a box that says, I saw their Social Security card. Well, Social Security cards are easily fabricated. They're used on job sites in New York. They're passed hand to hand, so everybody just shows them to the boss, and then they pay them in cash at the end of the day. And nobody ever gets arrested for hiring an undocumented. What I'm going to do is say everybody has to show a government-issued photo ID at a job site, or the employer goes to jail, and that will shut down the border. Because everybody's coming through that border because they want a job. If they know you cannot get a job in the United States unless you have a government-issued photo ID, they're not going to be flocking there anymore.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty simple. I don't know. I guess.
Nest. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's coming.
But yeah, no, he actually did. It was in the script because they actually interviewed him about that. Like, did you improv that? And he goes, no, they put it in the script.
Oh, damn.
Instead of saying Sawati Da, which is like hello and whatever, Thailand.
Yeah.
Just random swastika.
What?
They're in Thailand. Yeah, whatever. But he did say swastika, so yeah, hey, man. Swastikas are, I could say it. I'm not. They are hot right now. I don't agree with them.
Yeah.
I don't agree with them. If I saw that in my neighbor's yard, I'd be fucking.
They're on Teslas now. Yeah. They're on Teslers.
Are they on Teslas?
We love Tesla.
Yeah, they're getting put on Teslas.
You see Trump dog with that?
What did he say?
He basically did. Him and Elon did like a car commercial for Teslas in front of the White House, and he goes, "We love Tesla."
Tesla.
Yes.
They really did
Yeah.
a Tesla car commercial. Dude,
Yes.
I heard this, and I haven't substantiated it. I saw it was just two guys in like fitness gear on Instagram. So this is my source. So definitely hard allegedly.
That's where
on this.
everyone gets their information now.
Well, dude, these guys seem so confident. They're in like a very
They're
like
so goddamn
cool
confident.
room, and they were like, "Well, obviously, driving a Tesla reduces your testosterone by 18%." And the other guy goes, "I mean, yeah, that's indisputable. The EMFs. They're trying to say the EMFs from electric vehicles lower your testosterone, and I can't get it out of my head." I got picked up on in the Uber the other day, and I was like, God,
I'll tell you what, the guys selling testosterone are fucking making bank. Every single podcast is like, yeah, what'd you have today? Peanut butter and jelly? Yeah, that lowers your testosterone. You go, all right. All right, thank you.
Thinking about your
podcasting lowers your testosterone. I'm tired of hearing guys talking about being men while talking into a fucking microphone. So many fucking tough guys doing podcasts these days.
Yeah,
It's literally the biggest girl thing you can do is sit there and gossip.
It's true.
In front of a camera.
dude, if you know how to like, if you get a real man on a podcast, they're like, and then they're 10 feet away from the mic.
Not near the microphone. They go, what? Is this what you guys do? You just talk here?
Yeah, if you get a
Yeah,
microphone,
we're
it should
women.
be this far from your head, and you should just stare nervously and go, I don't know. Is this good? What do you want me to say? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Podcasting has destroyed the EMFs coming from, I don't even know what they are, but the
The
probably
EMFs are coming from podcasts. It's coming from tough guy podcasts. Enough of it.
I think we need them.
You think we need tough
I
guy
think
podcasts?
we need tough guy podcasts.
Like, what's your
I think
favorite
it makes
tough guy
America
podcast?
look good. We're around, we're talking tough. Who else is doing tough guy podcasts?
Every fucking person on the internet.
I mean, no other country though. We have so many. Our tough guys need other shit to do. We're out of all tough
Europe
guy
is,
work.
well, when Europe, that's a problem. When Europe gets tough guys, you got to watch their tough guys. Their tough guys go pretty
tough
wild.
guys rise up. Meteoric pace, just to the top immediately.
We need more Teslers over there in Europe.
They need Teslers.
They're the right wing in Europe. I don't read enough about it, but I think they're fucking heating up.
They're heating up.
They're heating.
Boom, shakalaka. They're heating up.
He's on fire.
Yep, that's how it ends.
Yeah.
That's how
Our
it
brothers in Europe, chill. Let us handle this shit.
ends. Yeah.
Doesn't look good when they do it too.
They've failed too many times at it.
True.
Tough guy podcasts have failed there time and time again.
True that.
You would like the book I'm listening to.
What is it?
I get like 5 minutes a night before
You're talking
I fall
about the one
asleep.
you're falling asleep to?
The Guns of August. It's very nice. You would
I like
love
that narrator, bro.
You would love how it started.
How's it-
It's World War One, so it's just the funniest.
Mystery. World War I's a total mystery.
They're literally it's just family. It's one family, and they're all related. Like the Kaiser is related.
that's
to,
the weirdest
Yeah,
part.
they're all family, and they all have to like hang out together, and it's like Succession, except it results in one of the biggest catastrophes in human history.
Yeah, dude. Like, how did that happen though? Like, how did
They're
those?
like jealous of each other. The Kaiser has like a small hand, and he's like, "Don't fucking look at my hand, fuck you." I think it was him or the Tsar. I forget.
Yeah, the one guy was like fucked up. The one Kaiser. Well, was he
Wilhelm's the
dubbed
one.
too?
Wilhelm's the one they kind of pinned the entire war on,
Shit.
which that led.
Wait,
to,
World War One started just because of a couple dudes beefing?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
You can boil it down to that.
That stinks.
Well,
Anyway.
actually, it's a total mystery.
I don't think it's. I think that's the whole point of this book is the build up to World War One. So there's like if you look into it, there's explanations.
Yeah, but like they all say like, oh, they were cousins and stuff. But has anyone like looked into like how did was that just like England trading somebody to France and being like, you marry our guy?
That's how. The World War One was basically the end of monarchies.
Yes, I do remember
in
that.
Europe. So it was still that type of thing where it's like the Habsburg royal family.
Yeah.
There's like families that you do trade.
Sorry, I'm gonna
You
throw
know,
up. I can't handle the Nick, dude.
Like
I'm about to-
those are strong, bro.
I
Those
know
mints,
they get you.
Yeah, spicy.
They dissolve fast.
But like Marie Antoinette, she wasn't French. She was
I heard.
traded in a,
Where was she from? England?
I think Austria. I could be
Austria. That's
wrong.
where she was from. Damn, dude, that must be cool though to be like beefing with a whole other country and be like,
Bro, just fuck
send
my
our
daughter.
hot fucking daughter.
Yeah, send our fucking hot daughter over there. We'll chill.
And if your daughter doesn't work to satisfy the nation, you then have to like millions of men have to die.
But then the nations, the people don't know shit. It's not like they're interacting. It's not like there's internet. They're all just sitting there, and then a royal family will beef and be like, "Send the bros.
Yeah, send the bros.
Send 1 million of the bros over there."
You know they did a really bad thing. You're just like, what?
What did they do? They didn't fuck our daughter.
Does that,
They said our daughter was ugly at a party.
Didn't Maria? Go ahead. What did you say?
I was
Nate?
just gonna say, does that mean like back then you like now we're bummed when you have thought daughter? Does that mean back then they were kind of like
Thought daughter,
yes, she's a whore?
It's a very
we-
American thing to not be. Thought daughter is big in the world.
Yeah.
And you go, nice. I'm going to send her to a family. I'm going to get a couple barrels of fucking.
Yeah, man.
So we're the ones who started caring about thought daughter.
Well, I think slut daughter has always been frowned upon.
Okay.
Dude, as a brother, your
hot
job
daughter
was
is
to
Hot
nice.
daughter. Okay.
hot daughter was perfect. It was like fucking having a Tesla, dude.
Yeah, it's like getting a Tesla.
It was like a Tesla truck.
we
That
love
was like a Cyblet truck.
Hot daughter does. Hot daughter raises tea, from what I've seen.
Oh yeah,
Usually those guys get pretty jacked and angry.
you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to get pissed.
Or it lowers tea significantly, and you're like, yeah, she's gorgeous. There's two ways to go. You either get jacked and get a gun and go, I'll kill anyone that'll
You
fuck
have
her.
to.
Or you go, isn't she beautiful? She's dating the hottest guy.
Yeah, I
She's
mean,
dating the quarterback. Isn't that awesome?
yeah, that's more mid daughter. behavior. If you have a babe daughter, you got to go way higher.
You gotta get jacked. You gotta get a divorce and get jacked.
Yes, right away.
Immediately.
Divorce right away. You say, babe, I don't have a problem with you, but our daughter's just way too hot. We
Our
gotta
daughter's too hot. We gotta split up. I gotta fucking focus on myself. I gotta get tan now.
I got to prepare myself to sexually assault a 21-year-old man if I have to.
To do CrossFit like every day.
Just to bulldog a kid in his apartment, like post college, off
Yeah,
campus.
did you watch White Lotus last
No,
night?
no, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I didn't get to see it
There's
last
a
night.
nice story of a guy getting bulldogged.
Really?
You're gonna love it. Dude, it's so funny.
My brother Tom was telling me that he thinks, and I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it. But he was like,
Tom got hit with the ultimate taboo last night.
did he get hit
There was a
violently?
big taboo last night.
Tom said it's the ultimate sex addict share. He was like saying like coming into a
that's the
meeting.
one.
and-
Yeah.
I can't wait
That's
to see
the guy
it.
getting bulldogged.
Really?
Sam Rockwell.
Which one's Sam Rockwell?
Uh,
Oh, I know what
he's-
you're talking
he's a
about.
man.
No.
Yeah, he makes
Don't
an
know
appearance.
spoilers.
He makes an appearance just to talk about getting bulldogged.
No.
I spoiled it. He literally just cameos just to be like, I've been getting bulldogged. No. You go, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man.
Fuck, I forget how he words it too. He does use a funny word like that.
Really?
It's not bulldog, but he's like getting piped down or something. Something crazy.
Was this a forced bulldogging or like a consensual bulldog?
No, it's a consensual dog. Fuck it, I'll just tell you.
Nate, there's no fucking sensual bulldogging, dude.
That's not a real thing.
If it's consensual, it ain't bulldogging.
True. It's not. I mean, you're consensual with the guy doing the bulldogging. You have given him permission, but you aren't consenting to what drove you to get bulldogged. Is that?
Oh,
you
so
know what
it
I
was
mean?
a consensual dogging.
It was a consensual dogging. But
I take that
he
back,
was,
Nate.
he
I'm
was
sorry.
fighting demons.
Oh.
And he
did you
thought
ever-
one way to get rid of it was to get bulldogged.
If you want to feel better about yourself,
Bulldog the
dude, if
demons
you ever
out
want
of
to
me.
feel better about yourself sexually, read like sex addict, like anonymous, kind of like them
Yeah.
reporting on like them falling to real sex addiction. It's harrowing, dude. It's crazy.
Just like just the shit they do to get.
I mean,
that
dude,
off.
it's like, yeah, like imagine instead of the podcast, it was like later, babe, and I was just raw dogging prostitutes and like worrying about
Man,
HIV.
I really want to spoil this.
There was a soft
I'm
white.
spoiling it. Fuck
Don't
it.
spoil it. There was a soft white underbelly. I mean, you can if you want. There
It's
was
just his story. It's not like integral to the plot in any way.
yeah, I don't care.
He sits down and he's like, they're like, where have you been? He's like, I found God. I'm sober now. And then he's like, I moved here to Thailand. He doesn't say why. Something happened, a crime. And then he moves to Thailand. And he's like, and you know me, I had a thing for Asian women. So I was just buying women, fucking them all day, every day, thousands of women. And he's like, and then finally I started to realize maybe they complete my other half. Maybe I should feel what it's like to be them.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, dressing up a little.
Dressing up a little.
Dressing up, trying on some costumes, getting plugged. Then all of a sudden he's hiring guys to plug him. He's getting plugged while he hires an Asian prostitute to sit and watch, and he would fucking stare at her in the eyes. While
What was he trying to get his pipe game better? Because he wanted to understand what it was like.
he wanted to feel what it was like, and he
with Mel Gibson.
he said he was hiring guys that looked like him, so he could dress like a woman and feel like what it's like to fuck him.
Size wise too.
Didn't talk size. Did not talk size.
I mean, if he was going facial appearance, he was probably checking size.
But I would imagine if you're willing to fuck a guy in the butt for money, you have a huge dong. I have a small penis and I would never do something like that. So,
That's true. That's why, we have beautiful statues of us in
Yes.
antiquity.
Of course.
We were just in there like charting the stars.
You're
being
freaky
like-
ass.
Yeah, we were charting the stars, dude.
We were too busy. I was charting the stars last night.
Were you
I
really?
went out there. I was like, goddamn, moon's big.
You can see a lot of planets too. You can see a lot of planets out there. We have the app. Obviously, dude. Yeah, we have the app. Did you look at the stars last night, or were you just fucking freaking?
No, I was inside all day, all night. I went out to walk the dog. That was it.
Really?
The stars were good last night.
Yeah,
was it
dude,
a special star day?
It was a special star day.
You get Orion. Yeah, you get Orion. Really?
Dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Is it a special star
Well, I
day?
don't know. Like the
There was a
moon was like
lunar
a red
eclipse
moon.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, so I didn't know if it like
Yeah,
Nice.
big lunar eclipse. I missed it. I was driving home from motherfucking Dallas.
I didn't know there was a lunar eclipse.
Yeah, it was at like 2:30, 2:34 to be exact. Thursday night.
It was like a lunar eclipse and a blood moon, right? Like a red blood moon or something.
Well, there was a blood
moon was
sun
nice.
due to the fires. You didn't see that? There was a blood red
Oh,
sun.
nice.
Because they had it was
Yeah, I wasn't
this
here.
weekend. Because they had fires in like Douglasville or wherever somewhere
Fredericks.
out there. I keep calling it Douglasville. Fredericksburg. It was in the new $20 Billsville, and yeah, dude, they fought. It was crazy. It was a blood red sun.
I know. I heard about it. I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to fly in.
Oh yeah, through all the smoke.
Yeah. It was fun.
Sure, the pilots were just going smoky in here. I got to fly on fucking Wednesday.
Where you headed?
Royal Oaks, Michigan.
Nice.
Yeah, just added a early show by the way to Thursday. Please fill it up. But that'll be sick. My whole family. Now that I know if you land on water, your plane explodes, man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe you thought
I was
that.
so confident, being like, we're over the water, we'll just fucking glide down.
Yeah.
You were like that, nah, and I was like,
It's like, bro, our plane is gonna. First off, it's gonna.
I was like, you're so
shatter
in my
on
head. I was like, you're
impact.
so fucking negative on everything. I looked at it, I was like, God damn, this fucking blows.
No, our plane's definitely gonna explode, and
Yeah.
even if it did land, it'll sink. It's
Literally,
like a car.
they were like, if your plane doesn't break into pieces on water, that's literally the
It's a
miracle of the
miracle,
hustle.
yeah.
You're like a wheel grabs the water and the whole thing just
Yeah.
stops. God damn.
Yeah, that was
that.
surprising.
I've been over bodies of water being like, we're safe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry to
we
take
can
that away
solve
from
this
you. I'm sorry. Yeah. But
So you
yeah,
really need a runway, pretty much. You need a runway.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a flat plane.
Yeah,
maybe?
if there's like a hill, you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a speed bump, you're getting launched.
Although the ramp, though, if you like landed and then you had the ramp, the air would be sick. The air you would catch would be kind of worth it.
You would catch some nice air.
You would get some crazy air.
You would go. Just for 1 second. You'd be like,
Take off my mask.
you go see that fucking.
Someone was saying if the masks are just to get you high off the oxygen, if that's the case, let's break something else out.
Heroin.
Yeah, anything.
Drop down
Anything.
the heroin.
Dude, nitrous at least? Like, come on now. That's fucking bull, dude, to be like, oh, yeah, we're giving you like a boardwalk oxygen bar.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. There should be a second mask because sometimes they just drop the mask out of like depressurized.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
need to, but they should give you a little anesthesia.
So, exactly.
You know what I mean? Just like here,
Something.
count to 10.
Yeah, I would anesthesia my family. I would definitely, just in case one of the pilots passed out.
Yeah,
And I needed
it's
to
very swastika of you.
take-
It's very Goebbels of you. I'm gonna anesthesia my kids and play this thing out.
Dude, Ye's, his shit now is, I mean, I can't even, he is dying on the craziest hill.
Being a Nazi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even, he's a Klansman too now.
Oh, I saw
Wait,
that.
is he?
He wears Klan robes.
Dude, the funniest thing was
He loves Diddy.
Him saying, "I'm a Klansman now." There were comments from black people that were like, "All right, now I'm done." Like, where were you on the fucking Nazi shit?
Like,
You've gone too far.
I was dying because ever since you said that, he's gone several steps beyond. I keep seeing that comment
Yeah, be
now, and I
like,
keep
"This is
laughing,
it."
being like, all right, that's enough.
Now I'm done.
Wait, you think he's doing a bit? I think he's just fucking around. at
Obviously
this
he's
point.
doing a bit.
Yeah. I for a while didn't realize. I'm starting to.
I mean, yeah, he is taking the most hateable things and being like, he's now being like, the audition is my favorite. Where he was, did you see the new audition for Vultures or whatever? Where he wants to do like a live chorus. I guess not like his Sunday service. It could be a Sunday service. I don't know. But it's like he wants to do now a chorus of all black men, no white men. And you have to be at least the complexion of Diddy. Dark enough. You have to be at least as dark as Diddy's.
Wait, is that the
Diddy's his
exact
benchmark. Yes. No, that's his exact words. You got to be at least the complexion of Diddy, and you must be willing to shave your head and as volunteer, and you have to wear a swastika. But other than that,
He's gonna get so many volunteers.
oh, for sure.
yeah.
It's going to be in Compton too,
Oh man.
or like this L.A. area. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. That's going to be a bunch
gonna
of
be a
shaved
It's going to
head.
be the funniest thing that's ever happened. Oh man.
But yeah, man, he's iced out now. He's got the swastika ice. Fucking flooded on both sides too. If you can't flood the other side of swastika,
Wait, I have not seen
It's
this.
flooded
You
on
got
both sides.
He's got an iced out swastika. There's no way this is gonna be the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, that would be an heirloom.
Finding a jeweler to do that had to be impossible.
You'd be surprised. Oh, true. True. A lot of them.
Well, now that's a bit of a Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I knew what I said.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting, man. This is just a phase. He's going to be on to something else.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually don't know if he got it.
Really?
Oh, yep. There it is.
oh, there-
Oh man.
Yep.
yeah, he was showing that thing off.
Oh shit. Damn.
I mean, here's the thing though: if you can't flood both sides,
It's not.
what are you even doing?
Wait, so the other side is no diamonds?
No, hell yeah, it's all flooded out, bro. He was just saying if anyone else can flood the other side of their swastika diamond, their swastika diamond pendant, he was calling them a loser. Said, "What are you, a fucking loser?"
Damn.
Yeah, he's flexing, man. He's got a new song. His new songs are out. You read the lyrics; they're pretty. I mean, they're so funny.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, his new raps are.
They've been tough to find.
Oh, they're on Twitter. He's
nice.
doing like vocal runs of like the lyrics, and it's like again, he is a wordsmith, but it's just about him being a Nazi. It's so funny.
It's a Nazi album.
Yeah, I mean the cover of the album is a giant swastika as well. He's fond of them right now.
Hitler's ghost is gonna be sad when he finds out this is a bit.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Because right now he's probably got his hopes up.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
probably like, yes. The one guy that would see that necklace would be like, whoo,
We did it.
holy shit, that's sick. I knew history would look kindly on my act. It was a joke.
He's doing it, man, and you know that's the. I mean, it is a good experiment. Like, what if we just let all the worst stuff out of the bag, and you know, maybe it'll prove that most people actually are pretty level-headed, and they'll just be like, "Oh, fuck, this is weird," but we feel confident this won't catch on. That's the thing. I think people worry this is going to catch on, and people are going to be like, "Hold on a second, actually,
Yeah.
yeah." But yeah, it's pretty wild stuff.
God, Kanye doesn't get black people to start going around wearing swastikas. That would be devastating.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like black men do have a hall pass right now to be like, dude, this is my favorite artist. I don't know. I was just trying it out too. Black men kind of have a Nazi hall pass for the next. I think 2025 is all about the black male Nazi hall pass.
All right. I won't say no.
That's a fair prediction. It's a very reasonable prediction.
Yeah,
I
we'd
almost
have
bought-
to. I would.
Hold
I
on
mean,
a second. What was that?
I almost bought one of the Kanye West Sean John shirts though.
Oh, okay.
What was the Sean John shirts?
He made Sean John shirts like for Diddy.
He's Lemaire. You as a hill dyer yourself, you got to be just taking. Is that what you're taking notes on right now? Kanye's moves.
Yeah. No, I haven't paid attention. I've been out of the loop. I didn't know about the full Nazi album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're keeping it from it. I had no idea about the album. I had no idea about
It might be
the
hitting
pen.
more of the white algos right now. A little harder right now.
Yeah. That makes
My
sense.
algo is crazy, dude. I'm the least xenophobic guy in the world, and I get nothing. I get nothing but just the craziest content.
Yeah.
And you know, I watch it, but it's like it's
Yeah, I watch it. It works.
so hard to not
It
watch.
works. I become hateful. It works really well.
It literally is all hate. It's for real.
Yeah.
And it works. I mean, it works and it gets the most numbers. Every fight, 7 million views. And then I watched it was like a genuinely touching video of like, it was like a bunch of like young black kids about to fight. And this old man came
Yeah.
up and gave him, did you see that?
Yeah.
Gave him the speech. Like, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I checked the view count. It was like 200,000. Then it was just a lady getting socked in the face, 7 million. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, that stuff works. It's like the lady who fucks 1,000 guys in a day or whatever.
Yeah.
That content works.
It kills.
It makes you angry. I saw a clip of her sitting on the ground. There were like guys in football pads behind her, like a team. And she was like, I can't. Are you guys ready to turn my tight end into a wide receiver?
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, we'll fucking do it. I was just looking at it going, God, fuck.
Maybe they'll rise, the 1,000 men slut ladies. Everyone's worried about Kanye and his Nazi army. What if those ladies rise? That's a problem.
They're putting together an army.
They are, dude.
They could send those 1,000 men. They could go,
One of them's pregnant.
one of the
Yeah.
sluts.
One of the sluts. One of the
That was fake.
It was
It
fake.
was fake.
Well, wasn't she like raising awareness? That made no sense. She goes using my platform to raise awareness for
course.
pregnant ladies. I'm a lady. Yeah, that's some bullshit. You shouldn't fake being pregnant. That's not right.
I agree.
Classic move.
Why
though.
was she faking? What a fucking psycho lady move.
To get clicks. She just posted a video with her with a fake.
1,000 guys.
Yeah, she had like a fake pregnant belly on. It was like, I'm pregnant. And everyone was like, see, that's what you get, bitch. Fuck you, dumb bitch. Blah,
If you
blah, blah.
abort that child, I'll fucking kill you, bitch.
You don't think she just got rid of the baby?
I'm sure.
Well, she wouldn't have showed that fast either. I got tricked. I'm fucking dumbass. I should have known that.
You never know when they filmed the original one.
True, or
Could've been
maybe
months ago.
Yeah, and perhaps before that 1,000-man gangbang, she was maybe up to some other lewd acts before that.
No, her. She's pure as the driven snow.
That's all we'll
She
have
would
now.
never.
That's the world, dude. In 2030, it'll just be Nazi men and 1,000-lady slut gangbangs. We're in for a rough future.
But they cannot coexist. You got to pick a side. You're either skinhead black Nazi or British 1,000 slut lady. There's no those. That's the next war. Those two cannot coexist.
Ironic black Nazis versus
Ironic black Nazis versus literal 100,000 gangbang ladies.
What? That's a weird arms race because then someone's got to go. There's got to be like a speed of sound kind of thing. Like someone's going to hit the absolute limit. Or do you try to work it where like how like if 1,000 in a day, I'm still kind of like I don't think it's to completion. Or is a gay guy going to step up and go, "This is how guys do it"?
Yeah.
Are we going to smash the record?
I think they're doing that, and they're not doing it for the clicks. They're doing it for
It's love of the game.
But a good
That's love of the game. Yeah, where all my motherfucking sweet boys at, man? Let's fucking let's fire this up.
Sweet boys will get it going.
We can't have them crushing the record. Although that could be one of those things. You ever see when guys go like, "This is the women's powerlifting record" and just crush it?
Yeah.
Women that might be their record, man. I don't know if a dude could break 1,000 guys in the butt.
That seems like it would actually kill you.
In the buttsla.
Yeah.
I think you would actually die.
From what?
1,000 guys.
From a scourge from God.
1,000 locusts sent right here by locusts.
Get bulldogged 1,000 times. Yeah, they will get struck by lightning. Just explode.
You want the wrath of
Come
God?
everywhere.
Yeah, man. There's definitely very confusing times right now. True.
Oh,
It's
St.
happy
Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Got my green shirt.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. My whole family, we decked the kids out today. Gave them the little like beads in their braids.
That's
Orange,
nice.
white, and orange, white, and green. It was pretty sick. Yeah, we Irished them out. It was pretty sick.
I didn't realize
you
that's why you were wearing that. I thought it was just a cool shirt.
St. Patty's
It is
Day.
a really fucking sick shirt.
Thank you.
You got to break out a celebratory claw.
True. Gotta get a White Claw for St. Patty's Day.
No, I got to stay off the booze. I went to a kegger yesterday.
You did a kegger yesterday?
Yeah, I saw the group text. You guys were in shambles yesterday. What happened?
I didn't do
Nothing but a good
yesterday.
time.
I rested.
We were
but
One time,
the day
Measy
before-
texted at like 4 p.m. It was like, I'm already fucked up.
Oh, yeah, I did the roast battle last night. Just your first show.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was drinking. I was having fun.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you get roasted or did you judge the roast?
No, I was judging.
That's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I get anxiety thinking about those things.
Yeah.
Just being up in a roast battle, it would just get demolished and be like, no, seriously, you're being a fucking dick right now. Dude. I'll fucking fight you right now. This is bullshit. Even judging catch you one, I'm like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah,
you know what,
catch
man?
one from one of
Look,
those
I never
guys.
do this. I never do this. Fuck you, man. That actually hurt my feelings.
I finally got to meet Alexis Fox. She was one of the judges.
Who's
Porn
that?
star?
That was the lady who gave me the fleshlight. I finally got to meet her.
Oh,
Yeah.
A
disgusting.
flashlight or her like specific?
Like her specific fleshlight.
Did you go up to her pussy felt great?
No.
Wait, what you say?
You go up to her and go, pussy felt great.
True. She broke you off a little sample.
She was nice. She was so nice.
That's a smart gal. Take the stress off the real one. And be like, here, fucking.
Mold it out.
God, this thing around.
Give it to the 1,000 Lemaires.
No, say what would you say?
I was just laughing about Lemaire being one of those horses that they give fake pussies so they could
Stud them out. You stud them out.
for
We need
breeding
more
purposes.
Lemaires. Yeah. Just stud them out. God damn.
I know that's
That could be the only thing we have to fight against the Nazis and sluts in the future. Clone army of Lemaires.
true.
Clone army.
No,
discuss
that means
both of
that
them?
nation would be captured by the sluts instantly.
That's what I say.
They would be serfs in
I
the
love
slut.
this. I love this side of Lemaire. No way.
Oh,
No,
dude,
no,
you guys would
literally
be serfs
fucked the
in the
lady's
slut. though.
pocket pussy and met her.
It'd be Simps, dude. It'd be Simpsonvania, dude, or Simpsylvania, dude.
No way, dude.
Simpsburg would
No,
be
dude.
conquered immediately.
I'm no simp. I'm no simp.
You're a simp.
The slut
I'm no
army
simp,
would
dude.
devastate you
You
guys.
banged
way.
the lady's fake vagina and then met her, and we're excited to meet her.
If there's a clone army, I'm gonna take out all the slut-liking parts. We're gonna be like just pure.
Oh, you're saying we're gonna breed that part out of you?
Yeah, you gotta
Bring the clone on
you
me.
gotta breed it out.
How? That's your core. Do you ever see Inside Out? That's like your one. That's like the core marble. Yeah, that's like the core
You're the
memory.
horniest guy alive.
No way.
You've got to be.
No, Nate's the horniest guy. He's the Paul
Oh, here we
King.
go. True.
He's royalty.
No, he actually is right. You're the horniest guy.
I was sitting here quiet, like, yes.
That's fair. Damn, the clone Nate would attack the clone the mares.
They
Champions.
were trying to save the sluts.
You'd have to watch out though. You'd have.
I'd be talking to the Nazi bros, like, they're giving pussy out over there, man. Fucking chill out. Let them do their thing.
Yeah, true. Although the black skinhead Nazis would have some pussy going on. You know,
They would be strictly
you guys,
snow
your
bunnies,
queen would be. You guys would answer to your queen, the naked lady. Who's Kanye's naked wife?
though.
The
Giannis
lady
and Sword.
putting fucking saran wrap and marched around Venice every 10 minutes. Fucking crazy.
That's probably my favorite thing he's doing right now. Not probably, 100%.
That's just one of his side. Yeah, that's like a. I mean, that's
It
his
is
wife.
one of his
I'm
side
gonna respect
projects.
her. Yeah,
I think
that
they
is-
broke up.
don't believe the
I think
tabloids.
that's a rumor.
They tricked me a couple times thinking they broke. Did they actually break up?
I'm not sure.
I think it's a rumor. I think they're still together and happy.
I just remember seeing it like a clip of Bill Maher talking about it and being like, they broke up, and the crowd being like, woo.
I know. That's the funniest thing. Like her mind,
fuck?
she's being mind controlled.
Or she's a slut.
Hey, that's a man's wife, man.
A hot wife, I meant to say. Or she's a hot wife.
That's even worse. Then he's a cook.
I mean, but isn't that's hot wifing though? When you go around, I think that's actually part of hot
You
wifing.
hot wife to get a bull.
Yeah.
To get a bulldozer. to get an okay
Get a
rental
bulldozer.
bulldozer. Yeah, you're fucking bulldozer trolling.
What have you found with your research?
So it turns out they are having marriage troubles right now, Bianca and
No
Kanye.
way.
But
What the hell?
he was spotted yesterday with a woman who looks exactly like her, but is not her.
He might have the clone. He might have the clone
He
army.
does actually have the clone army.
But she doesn't look exactly like. This is just the tabloid.
Is it just she has giant tits and
Yeah,
giant
she's
ass?
just a pretty lady. With
Well, there's a lot of enhanced ladies too. A lot of ladies are gonna start. We're gonna have like a lady singularity because they're starting to all look the same.
Yeah.
So,
Huh?
No,
Bianca's
that's
not
what's nice
enhanced.
about her. Those are giant.
She's
natties.
natty.
She's not enhanced.
No,
She's
she
pure
just was
natty.
blessed by the Lord.
Who?
Bianca Sensori.
I don't.
What
is
does
that
she
the
do?
Current
Yeah,
lady?
that's his,
Kanye's
wife,
wife,
current wife.
My bad.
No, it's.
In my mind, everyone knows her.
I did know her.
Didn't she just have a movie come out too?
I don't think so.
They did like a movie in Japan that was called like Bianca.
About her?
Yeah, I swear to God, she starred in a movie in Japan.
I can see her being worshipped in Japan.
for sure. For sure.
Surrender up a women.
I mean, that's that, huh?
That's true.
Yeah, she's had a movie started in Japan.
You're tapped in, bro.
I'm fully
Is this what you're
tapped.
doing in that office?
I take a break. I just go on
Man,
X.
put
I
the
take a
phone
break.
down, bro.
It's on X on my computer. I take a break from writing and I just go. I go into X and I go, whoa, shit.
Holy fuck,
my
it's happening.
God. She's got a fucking movie on fucking in Japan. Really?
It's pretty nice.
That's pretty cool.
It's about the female body. That's surprising. I thought she was going to branch out and. Oh, nope. She stuck to the old bread and butter. We're coming up with a movie. It's about tits.
Who do we get? Damn, well, yeah, what is the movie all about? I might fly to Japan and
Yeah, I might go to the premiere.
Says
Wear
it's
the exact same outfit as her.
I might dress up a little bit. Yeah, I might dress up.
fashion focused movie centered around Kanye and Sensori's relationship, exploring the female body.
It's fashion focused.
The fashion focused. Kanye produced it.
It could be the next summer block. This was the thing I
I
was
believe
worried
it's an
about.
Italian movie.
If he comes out with
that kind of show. He's also banned from Italy, I think, from getting head on a boat. But
Oh yeah, he's on
Get hit on
he was
both.
on the dongle.
On the gauntlet.
the real he had plumber's crack. He was getting head. He had plumber's crack, getting head on a boat in Italy. Apparently, Italy was like, "You're not allowed to back in."
I
here."
can't believe Italy's against this.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's like nothing for Italy. I would assume that's all Venice is.
Like that's
Yeah.
what it's about.
You have a kid with a stick pushing you around. You have your like half your ass out, getting your dick sucked on a murky, fucking shitty river. Madone. Yeah, this is a. I worry he's going to come out with a absolute summer banger though, and everyone's going to be, God damn, it's so good.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
It would be sick,
Yeah, that'd be fun.
but that could charge things up. If people are saying, people like if the song's good, people are gonna rap it. So if there's like clubs full of people all summer, be like, yeah, I'm a motherfucking Nazi.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could be problematic.
that could be. And you're right. That is possible.
Yeah, if I was like Jewish in the
If anyone
club,
can
the club
do it.
got that turned
If
up.
the
I'd be
clerk
like,
got, the clerk got too fired up.
I'm in there.
Jade, like fuck.
Yeah, true. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're safe from that. Though. I don't think the Nazi stuff's gonna catch on like culturally. Like people worry. People really worry about that. It's like, nah. What do you mean?
Hasn't it already caught on?
No, I mean catch on, bro.
I mean, it's,
No, you mean
it's,
like in Germany?
like it's not like catching on like Germany, but it's building some steam, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's maybe, but you're talking about like a small percentage of people that there are already people banging like
Yeah.
that.
They just started tweeting about it.
But
now.
if a fucking undeniably hit, catchy song hits the mainstream, then it's a problem. That can make, but it's like, I don't know. Will people just fucking sing the song?
Yeah,
Because people listen to, I don't know. Because it's like if you think about like gangster rap, does that have like a weird subconscious sway on like people's behaviors? I would say definitely. So maybe now I'm sounding like
I
an old white
agree.
guy.
No, I agree. I'm an old man.
Violent music, it makes you do violent things. But that's his whole point. He's like, if we can talk about killing each other in songs, why can't I talk about being a Nazi?
I hear you.
But either way, let's get out. Switching gears. By the way, you guys can't see my band. I don't want you guys to see this. It's fucking
I mean,
real badass.
Matt tried to take his own life.
For real.
Matt got sad.
For real, dude.
Wait, God.
Water, dude, a 5-gallon glass water jug got me. I should have known.
Wow, the fuck? It's a 5-gallon jug? That thing's huge.
I know, it's fucking massive.
Where was that?
Outside my driveway, it got delivered. And I was like, or not my little thing near my garage. But
What are you doing with it?
I store water, bro. I try to keep like 30 gallons on me at all times.
Why?
Dude, remember when were you in Philly? I know you were in New York. Philly had like chemicals spill into the river.
Oh, yeah,
And then
yeah.
I started getting them there. Then I kind of liked the 5-gallon glass jugs, so I just kept getting them delivered to my new house. And they were outside, and there was just there was a hole in it. 'Cause I saw water. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I saw a hole in one of them. I don't know if they got like slammed down and popped,
Yeah.
or maybe a lawnmower shot. I don't know what happened. But there's a hole, and I'm like, that's weird. So I went to pick it up, and it was already cracked. I couldn't see it. So when I picked it up, the weight of it just came down and fucking
Oh, fuck.
gashed me up right before this. I just dressed my wound and fucking
Oh,
apologies.
this morning.
Just now, like before I
Yeah,
left.
he was late to the pod.
Right, it was bleeding. That's why I wrapped it so aggressively, because it wouldn't stop bleeding. So I just wrapped it up, and I was always let
Jesus.
time do its thing. And also, nicotine constricts the blood vessels, so I had to do that.
Yeah, of course.
I had to constrict my fucking blood vessels. I've been pretty disciplined on those things, and they've been starting to fucking overcome. They've been starting to break down.
Yep. That's how it goes.
So I'm no caffeine for Lent.
That's
And
nice.
honestly, dude, I think nicotine greater than caffeine, I would say. Caffeine rules, but like nicotine.
No, nicotine's really addictive.
Yeah.
Caffeine, I can accidentally go a couple days without drinking coffee.
See, I couldn't. Now I can. Now I go, well,
Nicotine?
there's something better.
I'm a crackhead. If I go, oh fuck, I only have one left. I have to leave right now to go buy more.
You know
Or
what?
flip every fucking pillow in this.
I was wondering.
For an old Zen.
I was like thinking I was pretty immune to it. I'm like, no, I just use it when I'm writing. It's a good, cognitive enhancer. And then like, I wouldn't have for the weekends. I wouldn't be writing, so I wouldn't taking them, and I'd be like, man, I'm just really tired. I have no energy. I'm just
trying to-
really irritable right now. I'm like, must have some sort of bug. I'm like, oh, it's fucking nicotine withdrawal.
Yeah,
God
for
damn it.
sure.
But no, I stay disciplined. I've been doing one a day.
1
Not
3
bad.
or 1 6?
Huh?
1 3 or 1 6?
3. I'm a 3 milligram weirdo for sure.
The mints are strong though.
They
They were stronger than a 6 milligrams in.
really
Yeah.
like
As
just
far as like, because you're just
you're just
pause, just swallowing.
true. Thank you for
The
that.
spicy.
It is
Swallowing
spicy.
the spicy.
You're swallowing it spicy, dude. I had a
Man, don't stop taking notes.
yeah, true, man. What's take me back to the last time?
Our
Sam?
stenographer.
It says nicotine.
Okay, sick.
How'd you spell it?
NICOTINE.
Very good.
Dang,
I was hoping there was a K in there.
dude. I think I might have outed myself as an absolute psycho to my neighbor yesterday. Walked outside. I usually
pretty
in
good,
the
though.
morning nobody's out back, and I let my dogs out. And we have a little frisbee outside. Like I'll throw to Matilda every now and then in the morning. And like if I'm in a rush, but she doesn't get the frisbee, but she'll hit it and be like, "Rrr, rrr," and I was like, dude, you're not getting the frisbee. I was like, go pee. I was in like a rush. I was like, go pee. My neighbor's on the other side of the fence. I was like, Matilda, go pee or I'll fucking kill you. And then I see her, oh, and I was like, oh, hey, how you doing?
I was just joking around.
Oh, hi. I don't really know what I said, so it might have been even worse. I just say the worst shit. Dude, like whenever she doesn't listen, I'll be like, for real, I'm like I'll cut your fucking head off. Like I'll just say the start of the day and the end of the night. That's the last thing I do before I go to bed. And I let them in. If they don't listen, I'm like, you motherfuckers, get in here. I swear to fucking God. The lady heard, I don't know what I said, but she heard me say it and just went, oh.
How is she an older lady or?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Oh. I was like, oh, hey, how you guys doing over there? And I was like, fuck, what did I just say to my dog?
Did you try to clean it up? Like, I was just playing with him. I talked to him like that.
Not even, I just let it run.
Yeah, you gotta-
I just let it ride. But yeah, other than that though, dude, my backyard's been popping, dude. The gardening might be my favorite thing ever.
That's very nice. You got animals in there still?
Nope, I put a cayenne. So I tried the red pepper flakes to keep out the mice, but they're flakes. You got to get pepper powder. My brother Kevin was telling me to get a cayenne pepper powder, and I ordered like a pound of cayenne pepper powder, and just dumped it where I fucked them up.
Yeah.
It's where they
hold
live.
on 1 second.
Yeah.
Pause.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks.
Oh yeah.
We're in the second half of the basketball season, and the race to the playoffs is heating up on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. This is what we're thinking for picks this week. I mean, Shane, I'm looking at the basketball board and selecting, I don't know, maybe Jason Tatum for more than 25 points.
I like that. I was thinking more like Julius Randle for more than 8 rebounds. Anthony Edwards more than 25 points. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I've never thought about Jaylen Brown and doing fantasy sports action on more than 4 assists.
Yeah, I have. It's fun.
It's awesome.
Matt, get in the game.
Well, ready to make some picks of your own? Check
yeah.
out Prize Picks. I've been using these guys for a while now, and I'll tell you what, the app is really easy to use. To create a lineup, all you have to do is pick more or less on a few player stats for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your money.
It's crazy. Prize picks.
Right now, 1,000 times. I mean, what are we doing, dude? Download the app today and use code DRENCH to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
I mean, that's what it's all about. I love prize picks and fuck March Madness. I'm focused on the NBA.
True that.
You know what I
True
mean?
that.
Now that my sweet 76ers have tanked, I wouldn't mind placing some more or less picks.
Now your emotions are out of it. You can just
My emotions are
try to
gone
win
and
up
I can
1,000
go.
times the money,
76ers
right?
are playing less.
Yeah.
Less.
Just on some of your favorite stat projections.
Some of my favorite stat projections.
Yes, more or less.
More or less.
1,000 times, dude.
Connor McDavid, more goals.
There we go.
A lot of people go, whoa, that's crazy.
Bang. Just like that, 1,000 times more. You've won literally $1 billion.
Now you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
Thank you.
1,000 millions is $1 billion. That's all.
1,000 millions is a building.
That's all I'm saying, man.
Is a building. Prize picks. Run your game.
You're mad at Elon? Maybe
Picks.
$1 million become a billionaire. You can
Yeah.
fucking take him down.
Picks. $1 million on Connor McDavid. Don't picks. Just
Fuck.
whatever. And we're back. The cayenne
Hey.
pepper in the
Oh,
garden.
thank you. The yeah, dude. I've been at war with the mice. I got that. What works for birds? Because birds were fucking me up too. You got to get shit in your garden that moves. So I have like one of those owls, those like
Yeah.
fake owls, and its head swivels. I have wind chime scares them, and I also have like a little spinny thing. So if they detect like motion, that it freaks them out. But mice don't really give a fuck. So you got to give them like you just got to spray. You just got to sprinkle the spices around for them. Because they step in that cayenne powder. They have like strong senses of smell apparently.
Oh, they don't like it.
Dude, where they like live, I just a whole fucking just a big bag of cayenne powder.
Just fucking them up.
Fucked them up.
Yeah.
Get
Not-
'em. I have
not
too much.
killing 'em,
Dude,
just
my
making 'em
radishes,
uncomfortable.
huh?
Not killing them, just making them uncomfortable.
I just making them
Oh,
comfortable. They
fucking
smell
like
it. They're like, nah, I'm good on that.
yeah.
Wait, are you done doing the
Those,
baking powder?
dude. Apparently, I made an ass of myself. They can. I thought like
You were
rats.
close.
I was close, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen them after that though. I will say. And then some time passed, and I saw one, and dude, I got too many radishes to lose right now, dude. So I'm like, it turns out that's the only thing I can grow. I'm just a
You sound
shitty
like
radish
you're playing
farmer.
Animal Crossing.
I'm gonna pickle them.
Somebody
You get to
gets
eat
that.
any of the radishes yet?
Not yet. I got like they'll be. I think in a month they'll be fully grown. I got a lot. I'll drop some off to you.
Please.
I got some radishes, and I'm growing flowers right now too.
That's very nice.
very
What kind
nice.
of flowers?
I don't even know what they're called. They're just big. I just picked the craziest looking flowers. And
Yeah.
I'm starting to see what it takes. So they're thriving. My flowers are thriving. My leeks are thriving.
What a perfect time to plant those too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got it right in time. And then I have it's a year out, but I have blackberries, raspberries, and just blackberries, raspberries, and like golden raspberries. I don't know. I've never heard of those.
Damn, it takes a year to grow those.
It's just it's called a cane, so it's just a raspberry stalk. So it takes a year to bear fruit,
I always wondered why people got so mad at an animal for eating in their garden.
bro.
That would
It's-
piss me the fuck off. I've been waiting a year for one fucking basket of raspberries.
That's what I'm saying.
Some piece of shit
And
possum.
my carrot, I have a couple carrots going. Your carrots are like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna eat a carrot from my garden. Come back one day, the greens are gone and they're all fucked up, and it's like, it's kind of nice. I will say it does teach you patience, because like every day it's like another thing to check and go, ooh, you see a little bit of progress. And then if I'm like rushing out the door, if I'm in like rush mode, and I'm like, damn, I didn't water my garden yet. If I'm rushing to where I don't water my garden, I know I have a fucked up mentality and I got to switch back. I got to go Zendini. It keeps you Zendini because you got to go, dude. I got to stay kind of somehow connected to this. Like,
Zendini, are you staying Zendini? I broke my Zen fest a couple times this week. Yeah,
what
I've been
happened?
Zendini.
just responded to people for
True,
once.
true.
Yeah.
No,
You're just defending yourself like a
I've been
master.
pretty zen.
You're Zenned out.
You've been
Yeah,
Zendini.
that's GG. The kegger was zen.
Was it Zenned out?
Actually, no, I was kind of a piece of shit.
It's pretty Zendini to admit that, though.
Yeah.
He's very quick to admit when he's being a piece of shit the next day.
I mean, dude,
Yeah, that's
amazing.
true too.
Everyone's
Great.
finding out that you were right all along.
Everyone, I'm Sean-Stradamus. That is true. I might
I gotta
move
give
from
it to you though. It
Zendini
might have
to
been the easiest prediction of all time.
Yeah, that is true.
Nostradamus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back on my Zendini
Chucky
tip. I
Harlow.
was off it for a
Our
while.
day will come.
Caffeine will put me. I'm not Zendini when I'm on daily caffeine.
Really?
Oh my god,
You
no.
get grumpy.
I get it's grumpy and it's like I just have my fuse is so fucking short. Like usually I'll notice things and I'll be like, okay, well you shouldn't have done that. If I'm on the caffeine, I just
I
fly.
think wife and kids will do that to you as well.
I know, but I'm saying that for sure they catch
Yeah.
the wrath. You're saying
saw it
Zendini you or spaz you?
I
I think they do both.
yeah, they'll spaz you.
They will. But when I crush the coffee and then like the morning's like euphoric, I have energy. When it starts to dip and I'm just like, yeah, like have that like, shitty caffeine overdose feeling. It's just anything that happens. I'm like, guys, fucking know that.
I saw you hang up on somebody because the food was coming. Can I bring that up?
That was my wife. Yes, absolutely.
I
That
know
was,
that was a good.
that was a great story.
Yeah, you were. I don't know if you were on the phone. When food was coming. You were coffeeed up. You started seeing the food. And you were like, I can't fucking do it. Like you just trying to.
Dude, I was telling
think you
Nate
cussed,
all
but-
weekend. I'm like, my favorite thing is like I chill during the week or during the weekend, and then the Sunday I drink like as much coffee as my body can handle. To the point where I'm like, what? I get so jacked up on caffeine on
Well,
Sunday.
like 2.
2 cups for me. I'm
Yeah, that's what I mean.
flying.
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
dude. And it was self-serve, so I'm like talking Nate's ear off. It's like my second cup of coffee. I'm like, and then Brittany called me. I'm like, I'm having a conversation with her, and our food comes out. I don't even remember what I said to her. I was like, I can't do this right now, and I just hung up on her because like the waitress or waiter
I'm sure
was
that was met well.
oh,
I'm
dude.
sure that was handled
And
real
I didn't
well.
realize I did it until I'm like eating. I'm like still like, so anyway, Nate. And I stop and I was like, oh shit, I think I just hung up on Brittany in like a total coffee spaz. I apologized real quick. I was like,
You
yo,
have to.
I don't even know what
Hanging
happened.
up on anyone.
And she
the
was just
fucking
asking me
fight,
normal
dude.
shit. And I was like, I can't talk right now. I don't know what the fuck. This is my brother. You always keep me on the phone. And I just like hung up. Just fucking dickheaded her on the phone.
Yeah.
Totally uncalled for. And I did apologize. I was like, yeah, my bad. And she had been like,
Although, was she driving?
she wasn't even slaving me.
Okay.
She wasn't time slaving me. She was just asking me like I was flying home that day. It was like a very normal question. And rather than being like, oh, hey, our food's coming out. Let me call you back. I was just like, I don't know. And I just like hung up. I just purely short
Just
circuited.
2 cups of Joe.
Oh yeah, dude, I get rock.
Fucking
My
nuts.
mom
Weren't you on a
can't.
Joe fast before then, though?
Oh yeah, I
You
do
went
like
Joe fast first, and then
big
you
Joe fast.
OD'd on the
Yeah,
Joe.
that's what I do, bro. Come Easter,
You
I
would have
do.
died when I OD'd on the Joe.
You
I
what?
had fucking like 9 cold brews at that Panera.
Dude, Shane, one cold brew. I swear to God, one cold brew. I'm high, like it's a drug. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking to people, and it's just like, brrr. They feel like they're very far away from me. It's weird.
We gotta get you some Adderall.
I told you I can't have that,
We gotta get you just one day. Just come on, it's for an experiment.
dude. I am
to push the limits of our
menace,
bodies.
bro. That's when I got kicked out of the Beastie Boys concert. It was Adderall. I jumped down
But
from
you're
a
also a young man. You're not gonna act a fool like that now.
Dude, something happens to me on Adderall where I lock in on things and it's just like, yes. And I just,
Here's my plan. We get you some Adderall.
yeah.
We take you to Blazer Tag. Let you scream and spaz in there.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Exactly. You'd be so locked in.
That's my problem.
That'd be awesome.
I get
You
crazy.
might jump there though. You might try to get down a level.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
I got down a level at the concert, got kicked out. And the one thing when I was like,
Adderall causes you to catch air.
it does.
And you might catch
And
air
the
at
other-
the Blazer Tag. It'd be the first fatality in the Blazer Tag.
Because when I have Adderall, especially it was always with drinking and like smoking weed, I would just get an idea and it's like, go.
Yeah.
There's no like, well, it's like, yes, let's get this. So I remember I was in like Westchester and I just saw like a 32 out.
Become bees.
What? I become the bees. There was just these guys sitting down with like, you know, like girls on like the curb outside eating pizza, like a little college town in Westchester. And I just saw this big cup of soda from a block away. And I was just like, I'm going to kick that thing. And I was like, I'm definitely going to kick that cup of soda. And I came up to it. And sure enough, I booted it. And the dude was like, what the fuck, man? And I just like came up and was like, yo, my bad. Just like, just kept walking. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's
Yeah.
your Mr. Hyde.
Huh?
That's your Mr. Hyde.
Adderall is my Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Matthew and Mr. Bees.
Drinking on Adderall made so much sense in college.
Dr. Matthew.
It made
Mr.
so much
Bees.
sense in college. Like, I'm tired, but I want to drink. They're like, bro, take an Adderall. And I was like, yo, good call. And it would just be the worst situations ever.
Yeah, it really isn't that good. I put down the Adderall.
Yeah, the Adderall
It
drinking
doesn't.
combo.
Yeah, it doesn't really help.
No, it's not necessary. I need it. Once my like critical thinking goes offline, I need to get out. I need to go to
Yeah.
bed. I do not need to be turbocharged. in
Feels
that
like a
state.
great idea to tailgate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you're a little tired, you're like, well, I deserve to have some fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ends up with pretty unsavory behavior on my behalf.
You ever take Adderall?
Yeah, only
Yeah.
when I'm drinking for the most part.
Yeah.
And I kind of love it.
Day drinking on Adderall while you're doing it is wonderful.
Yeah, it's probably the best. Or I like night drinking when you're getting tired, but you don't want to end if you're in the middle of like a good night.
I love night drinking. We had some good nights here.
Yeah.
Those are some great nights. But
Day
then,
drinking is, I think day drinking I love, but
I love day drinking, but then it always ends bad.
yeah.
I've never really had too many day drinks that I was like, nice.
I've had a couple where I end up in bed by like 9:30.
That's the
10.
best case scenario.
But yeah, you're right. I did it in Boston and I just stayed up super late and woke up the next morning with the most
Yeah.
vicious like weed / alcohol hang. It was not even weed. It was still high from edibles, hungover in the morning. And it's just like,
That combo stinks.
dude,
Hungover and weed high.
Man, you got to do something.
Yeah, and you're like trying to just crush water to sober up, and it's doing nothing. It's making you sick.
yeah, I was free. I had like from that night slowed down on drinking incredibly. I fear it now. It was such a wretched state that I was like, I for real thought I was like, it's like, you know, when you're high and you're like, I'm stuck like this. I thought I was like, dude, I think I broke my brain. It was it was being high with all that like alcohol hangover anxiety.
Yeah.
Just flying home with my wife and just being like,
Oh man,
yeah, it was a rough one.
you had to fly home.
Oh yeah.
I've been obviously hungover and a little high on quite a few, and that's the worst. It's the worst combination.
Yeah. Get home, especially when you get home to your kids and you're like, fuck.
I let you down.
Your father made some poor decisions last night. There was 4 margaritas in the afternoon that were totally unnecessary.
No, I'd like to see that. I'd like to be around you with 4 margs.
Let's get crunk, dude.
I'd like to
We
St.
got-
Patty's Day.
Oh shit, yeah.
I can't do it.
No, let's
I gotta stay
schedule a
sober
day.
this week. I got the UK this weekend.
Once the sketch chills, we'll schedule just a crunk day.
Yeah.
Let's get totally.
I got
crunk.
I got my schedule today, this morning. I'm fucked.
How's your sketch? Fuck.
I'm fucked forever. It doesn't fucking end.
Any room for a daytime pool party?
Even like
There's
months
gonna be a
out.
couple daytime pool parties.
My months fly. Yeah, my months fly.
I'm fucked, dude.
So yeah, we'll do a daytime pool party. That is, man, that's fun.
Ideal. Can I bring the butter dog?
Yes, the butter dog had a nice day here.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I got 9,000 pictures of my girlfriend and the butter dog.
Butter dog. Yeah. How was your dog doing?
The dog with the butter.
He's the man.
He is
Really?
the man.
He's perfect.
Is he a swimmer at all?
He's never gotten in the water.
That's
I've never
good.
seen him
That's
try.
good.
He
That would suck if
avoids-
he could swim better than you.
I'm sure he can. Like if he gave it a shot, I'm sure he can.
That'd be crazy if he swam exactly like you.
He absolutely does.
It's
Just his, guaranteed. That's how he swims.
his ass.
His, his giant ass.
I've never seen anything like
Head
it.
and feet totally underwater, just an ass floating. You're like an octopus. Everything's down. You just.
Nate Lemaire, will you guys shoot me straight on my idea of the Black Swim Club? I see you guys are so resistant.
I don't want to be the black guy that does it.
You said you don't.
Yeah.
I figured that was the hang up.
We were getting good. We were getting good.
Yeah, I'm getting
Lemaire's
pretty good.
killing it.
I was teaching him how to swim all
My
last
problem
year.
is like, dude, you guys are running a podcast. Nate's swimming is the funniest. There's actually a swim instructor in Austin called the Swim Nazi. We can get a private lesson from the Swim Nazi.
They call themselves the swim Nazi?
They're called the Swim Nazi, but she just rolls with it. So she's like, I'm the Swim Nazi, and she's an excellent swim instructor.
She'll scream at you.
She taught my kid, dude, my fucking 5-year-old can swim
Yeah.
for real. From the Nazi. She got Nazi training. she got swim Nazi training.
I had Lemaire out here all the time.
Lemaire's good.
Like 3 days a week, we were in there, and I was trying to teach him how to swim. There's nothing you could do.
You were training your Pokemon.
I was holding him. I was like, all right, dude, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna hold you.
He's
Fucking kick.
Lemaire's good in the pool, man.
He's
figured
not
it
at
out.
all. He's horrendous in the pool.
Me and Matt were in Dania at the
Yo, he
pool. I
was
was
in the
swimming.
ocean.
I was letting it go.
You were in the ocean?
We were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were in the
I
ocean.
didn't tell you about that?
Yeah, you did. But
That's when
he
I got the
had,
shark
there's no
one?
way he could be past.
Yeah, it was sandbar. It was shallow stuff.
Yeah, he can't. He literally cannot swim.
I've seen him in the pool. I've seen him.
That's a 3-foot pool.
It's true.
If he takes his feet off the ground, he cannot swim.
Oh no, Lemaire.
Yeah, he fully
I've
can't
seen him
swim.
like go in and glide a little bit.
He can do that for about a second, but he has, and even then he forgets that he can just stand up. So there'll be like a moment of like, you see him like panic underwater.
Hold
You
on,
go,
Lemaire,
just
you don't
fucking
think-
stand up.
True. You don't think the Black Swim Club will be empowering?
I don't know.
People won't be laughing. They'll be like, "This is good."
People are not going to be laughing. Now, we might film it and put it on the Patreon, but strictly to help other black listeners.
Learn how to swim.
Yeah, like just conquer the stigma and the
This is
stereotype.
instructional. Yeah. I'm down. I'm trying to move it on to butterfly.
You need to learn how to just regular swim.
I can do this pretty good.
We can get in the pool. The pool's heated right now. We can get in there.
I can do this good. I can get up and down.
I've seen you. I remember going over. Hey, Lemaire, he's been practicing. Nate, we
float
got to get
now.
Nate to just trademark that stroke.
Nate's better than Lemaire at swimming.
Let's say I can swim a little bit. It's just my ass.
Your
Just-
ass rises. That's the funniest part.
I think it's just my pot.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
you
get
go to
straight
the other
in.
end for sure. I've seen you in action. It's just the ass coming up. I don't know how. It's not even a bathing suit bubble. It's just your ass
It is just your ass.
breaches the surface, and it's
Although now that you've developed a full unk body, your ass has flattened out a little.
It still comes out though. I don't know what it is. The buoyancy.
It could be good for you.
true. It's like the North and South Pole. As the belly grows, the ass shrinks.
It does.
It is electromagnetics. It's the EMFs.
You're just being pulled
I
forward.
have been driving a hybrid. That might be actually.
You've been driving the hybrid?
Yeah, the EMFs might
You
be
be
killing my
careful,
test.
dude. I saw these guys on Instagram saying you're probably only reducing 9% though from the hybrid.
Yeah, probably.
That's not. That's good. That's good.
What's going on with you guys?
Nothing, dude. Just got to go to the UK this week.
I know.
And I'm bringing O'Connor and DeRosa. I'm bringing two of the hardiest
True.
alcoholics I know.
You're
We're
bringing
gonna put
some
on-
yeah.
we're gonna
heavy
put on-
artillery
Yeah,
there.
it's gonna be really fucking fun.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be the most fun.
Those old pubs. I know I've never been to
Bro.
London, but the old pubs are very sick.
It's the coolest thing ever.
yeah, I did like that in Australia, being in like an ancient pub. It's like
Dublin.
about-
Dublin's I love Dublin. So
I know.
Manchester fucking rules.
I bet. Yeah, once my family gets old, once the kids get older, I do want to go to bring them all to Europe and go over there. It'd be sick.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I've
Ireland.
never been to Italy. I'd love to go to Italy.
Yeah,
I'd like to go to Rome.
yeah, you should.
Fuck, I forgot I don't have any time.
Oh, I know.
I was looking for a beach trip last night.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
saw the
when
sketch.
do you think we can do this?
And they were like, never.
And then and then I realized I'm kind of going week to week with my schedule.
And they
Like,
showed you a fucking
I was like, can I get a
recorded
full-
blackmail home video, and they're like, never, motherfucker.
they, now you got a free schedule. You did Black Swim Club and put it on the internet. The schedule's wide open till 2028.
But you're empowering, dude.
It is empowering. I understand.
Be like, oh yeah, this is what you guys think with your stereotypes? Hit the water.
Hit the water, boys. Wait till you see these two swim.
Dude, if Obama Chef had done the Black Swim Club, he'd still be here to this day.
He's fucking alive. The schedule though, my agent manager, I was texting them and I was like, can I just get like a breakdown of like what the rest of the year is like? Because I literally check my own website to find out my dates.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, sure. I was like, just kind of game plan this whole year. And they were like, haha, game plan this whole year. And I was like, yeah, your fucking job.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's your job to do that?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, okay. You're serious? And I was like, yeah. Fucking tell me where I'm going.
On like a calendar kind of thing?
Just like an email breakdown of like month by month. Because there's holes in the schedule for touring, but it's to film shit.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, what's this break? Maybe I can go to Florida with my friends that week.
I think I know.
They got you holding for something.
Shit.
Fuck.
Shit. Go to fake rehab.
Fake? Fake rehab? I told you I've been dreaming about rehab for 2 years now.
It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be
It's
sick.
gonna be so nice.
Especially if you go to one of those super nice ones.
Especially I'm just going to chill. I'm not gonna stop.
For sure.
I'm just going right back out. I'm gonna get fucking wrecked as soon as I get out.
They should have that where it's just like a kind of a pit crew more so.
That's the dream.
yeah,
I was
pick
like,
it.
I just want to go to a resort. It'd be nice if it was like a dry resort and maybe like a healthy thing.
Just imagine rehab.
Fully just rehab. I just daydreamed rehab.
It's gotta be sick.
I mean, light beer rehab is the saddest. That's literally weed rehab. That's CBD rehab. Light beer rehab is CBD rehab.
You get caught in your room with a party helmet and straws. Like,
Dude. Yeah, they lift up a cushion. That's my party helmet. No. My party helmet. Dude, it'd just be
They find
me.
koozies
It'd be
on
me
you, like
and-
syringes.
It'd be me and dads. It'd be me and a bunch of 60-year-old men. And then they're like, oh, fuck, it's April. Baseball's on. Every dude in there going, oh, this is fucking light beer heaven.
just doing the most inflexible yoga ever.
Yeah.
beer
No, that's
rehab.
good, though. Being a guy that can stretch is fucking gay. If I saw my dad do a split, I'd be like, what the fuck? Check out this flexibility, kids. You go, ew.
Yeah, I always,
Watch
anytime
baseball and drink a beer, you weirdo.
anytime I've been told I've been inflexible, I've been like, yes. I'm like, you're real tight there. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, of course I am.
Like, no, that's like really bad. You got to work on that. I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
It's so my hips are so bad. I've been getting some shoulder flexibility back. It's been nice.
That's nice.
Shoulder flexibility straight as hell.
That is straight.
Hips. You ever hear when they're like, you actually keep a lot of pent up emotions in your hips?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Let's keep them in there. Let's fucking keep
The
those things.
last thing I want to be is emotional.
Especially from your hips. That would suck. If you unleash something from your hips, you're like, oh no.
That really did hurt my feelings.
Oh, I remember that party. Oh. Yeah, girls got to stop stretching. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, we fucking tighten their fucking hips and butts up. They're too flexible. That's a problem. They need to keep some of that shit in their fucking glutes and their IT bands.
Yeah. It's time to store that back in there.
Tighten them up. That'd be weird though, having like an inflexible lady. Like, if a lady went to lift her leg and was like, yeah, oh, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
that would be fucking sad. That'd be
a bummer.
disgusting. That'd be disgusting.
Neither of us can flex it. Yeah. We're just trying. We're going to do standing sex.
Hold
I'm
on,
just
let me get
gonna-
on top. Why do I always got to be on the bottom? I might have to start dressing up to see how it feels.
Maybe I'm them, you know?
True.
Maybe they complete me and I am them, so I need to dress like them and get fucked by a guy that looks like me.
Just to see how it feels.
White Lotus needs to stop.
White Lotus is the best show.
It needs to stop.
It's so good.
It's doing too much.
Do you think girls probably don't like it if you're like wearing their clothes?
Oh, yeah.
If you start putting on their clothes, they'd love to have that on you. But I don't think would they like that? Would that excite? Would that excite them
I think they
sexually?
pretend to, but be mentally checked out with you.
Yeah, they would go,
he's
Jesus
getting that.
fucking Christ.
Now I'm gonna.
Yeah, just go through your phone and look through all your friends. Like, all right, which one am I going to switch to?
Yeah.
Although, didn't I guess he was just doing it as like a party trick. That one boxer,
Yeah. De La Hoya.
De La Hoya did it.
He tossed on the fishnets.
I thought he.
I think that was the
it's just
real
partying.
deal.
You think it was the real deal?
I think it was the real deal.
that could be like a liquor and cocaine thing.
I think it was a liquor and cocaine thing, but also
Didn't he have like professional pictures? Wasn't it like?
no, it was definitely a hooker in a hotel room.
Okay. He just wanted the picture.
Fishnets, boxing. Yeah, it was tough. You've done fishnets.
No, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
AI people Nate and fishnets.
French maid outfit wouldn't be bad either.
I think he might have hit one of those as well.
Did he?
Yeah, I think De La Hoya was hitting the.
I thought you were.
Is that
saying me
LeBron
still.
one real?
I
There's
think
always
it might
LeBron
be.
in a French maid
I
outfit.
think he did for like Halloween.
He did for Halloween.
I think he did it for Halloween.
Lemon seed.
Oh my God.
What? For real?
LeBron James.
Switching gears, have you seen that Michelle Obama has a new podcast?
Does he?
Yeah. Switching gears. It's with her brother. I thought it was Craig Robinson. Switching gears.
What's their pot about?
Dude, I don't know. The left is scrambling to dominate the podcast space, and they threw Michelle Obama and her brother at it. Huh? It doesn't get as many views as you think, huh?
I think about Michelle Obama getting home and because she knows that people say she's a man all the time. You think she ever gets really sad about it?
Sorry
Yeah,
about
dude,
that.
that'd be so hurtful.
But his name is Craig Robinson.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I thought it was her and the comedian. It's her
I
and
thought
her
you were
brother.
saying he just looked like him.
No, it's her and her
No,
brother,
it's
Craig Robinson.
With Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. And
Yeah.
it's her brother.
It's her brother. I thought it was the guy who plays piano.
Looks identical, bro. What the fuck is that?
I know.
That could be the original Michelle. And
And that's Big Mike.
Mike feels bad and they're trying to get the bag for him. I don't mean to start that rumor.
I know. Oh, trust me, brother. I'm sure it's already been
Yeah, that rumor's out there.
worst thing you could do. That was the worst possible move. But yeah, it's probably very hurtful.
Dude, thinking about her and just being like, "Oh, Barack, they're saying I'm a man again on the internet." Just
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
be
be really
super
sad.
having
Yeah.
a bad
Although,
day
dude, I
because
mean,
people
to be
are calling
fair,
you a man.
Even
that's
if you
probably-
drone striked all those people.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
don't
the
have
least
much
of it.
empathy, but
Candace
I was
Owens
just
is
thinking
still,
about that. That's kind of funny.
yeah, that does.
Candace
That-
is going on Macron still.
bro, she's still ripping on the Macrones.
I haven't been keeping up with the
She
right
seems
wing.
confident. I watched her on Theo's podcast, and she is like, I mean, prove me wrong, dude. And
Yeah.
she's like, I have all the paperwork filled for all basically being like, she sent the Macrones a yes or no. I mean, which I get. She's like, they didn't even fill it out. It's like, well, I could see them being like, yeah, I'm not going to fill out the "Am I a man?" questionnaire for the Candace Owens show.
Just passed forward from a kid sitting behind him in class, just like this. Candace, are you a guy? Check yes or no.
It's like drawn up by. It's like a legally binding like yes or no questionnaire. Like, yo, just answer these questions and we'll fucking drop it. Because I think they were trying to sue, being like, yo, stop calling my fucking wife a man. She's like, but you, in order for defamation, I think in Europe the defamation laws are a little different. Where like, yeah, you have to be wrong. And in America, it's flip. It's like vice versa. It's like, well, prove me wrong then, and I'll take the back.
That's right.
So she's getting hit with some
I
French.
knew that from a Holocaust denying show I watched.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a. It's not like I found it. It was
know
like
what you're
it was. Yeah. It was. I think it was on HBO or something.
Yeah, and they were like, this.
You know
is
what I
how-
mean? This wasn't one of the.
I got you.
Yeah. It wasn't
Yeah.
the. It wasn't the Kyrie Irving type.
It was just like straight. This was legit.
Yeah. It was that case though. It was like it's flip flopped over there. Where here it's like prove me wrong.
Yeah.
There it's like you have to prove you were right. So then they brought a fucking Holocaust denier and put him on trial, and he was like, boom.
Oh no!
Here's all the facts.
Oh no!
But he did get debunked.
He got debunked.
He got bunked.
Yeah.
He got bulldogged
He got bulldog in a court of a European court of law.
in a European court of law with. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We can
That's
stop there.
we had an hour.
Let's go to the Patreon.
Yo, guys, I fucking love you guys.
Goodbye. We love you.
Don't get my bandage in there. It's a fucking embarrassment.